Dane's got room to run. First and goal to go for Emery. Creek with the grab all the way down to the 25-yard line. Stilson looking, wants the end zone. Olsen, corner, drags the foot, touchdown Emory.
Emory High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
This is Sparta!
Emory Spartan football is powered by Castle Country Radio. And now for tonight's play-by-play, let's join Jordan Buscarini and Travis Anderson in the Sutherland's broadcast booth for tonight's game.
Welcome into Emory High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. I'm Jordan Buscarini. Happy as always to be along with you as tonight we have made the journey out to Grand High School in Moab as Emory is set to open up region play tonight. They take on the Red Devils in a 2A South showdown. Both teams looking to get back into the win column. In fact, Grand looking for their first win of the season. Entering tonight's game, Emory sitting 1-4. Grand on the flip side, coming in at 0-6. Emory just a week ago went toe-to-toe with the Canyon View Falcons in what was a highly entertaining football game. Unfortunately, coming up on the short end of the scoreboard, final score in that game was 27-12. Now, we did talk with head coach John Famalo about that earlier this week on KOAL's Drive Time Sports, and we will get to that in just a few moments. Some of the positives coming out of last week's game for Emory, well, we got to see a new quarterback, the third starting quarterback of the season for the Spartans, and that was Bo Stilson, a senior, who has kind of played all over the place. We've seen Bo out of the backfield. We've seen Bo on the outside, and we got to see him underneath center last week. And there's no question his favorite target turned out to be Garrett Conover, who had an outstanding game. He had a 48-yard touchdown reception. He also had a 5-yard touchdown run. And as Emory is going into league play, they enter ranked number 6 in the 2A classification. Grand on the flip side, number 10. Now, it is entirely possible that these two teams meet up again in the state tournament. The next 4 weeks are going to be extremely crucial to the RPI ranking. Remember, football is the only sport that still utilizes the RPI. That was also a topic of discussion with Coach John Famalo. So, the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. We are off and rolling. Plus, we are on the KSL Sports app tonight. Always a pleasure to be along with KSL. And, of course, on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. We are just about set, 25 minutes or so away from kickoff. Coach John Famalo will join us when we return. It's Emory High School football.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
The more things change,
the more they stay the same.
yes, Mr. Automotive has a new building in Huntington.
But that just means the services they offer just got better.
Detailing and mechanic work are being added to the already great service Mr. Automotive had already offered.
And all deals are still done with the owner at the lowest prices possible.
New building, same best prices, and more auto services. Go to MrAutomotiveSales.com or stop by the dealership, 21 South Main, Huntington. Mr. Automotive, the best for less.
Imagine a smooth, hassle-free journey to the front door of your new home with the Driggs Mortgage Team guiding you every step of the way. Hi, this is Greg Driggs. Our seasoned experts understand the ins and outs of home financing and refinancing. Come visit us at our new permanent address, 8 East Main in Price, where we plan to be a staple for years to come. Start your journey today. Call 801-427-3577. The Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
You're looking for somewhere you could be proud to work. Komatsu is looking for you. Komatsu is a leading manufacturer of construction, mining, forestry, and industrial heavy equipment. Komatsu currently has openings for seasoned welders, journeyman electricians, and MSHA certified electricians, as well as master machinists. At Komatsu, not only will your skills be rewarded with competitive wages, but you'll also enjoy benefits like a robust 401k plan. Grow with Komatsu. Go to komatsu.com or call Tanner at 636-6150.
In the heart of Carbon and Emery counties, Quick Realty is here to help you make the right move. Experience the future of home buying with our Matterport 3D tours, giving you an immersive look at your potential home from anywhere. Meet our dedicated team of local professionals, just real people who care, walking you through every step of the way. As a Zillow Premier and Realtor.com specialist, Quick Realty is your trusted expert, handling everything from residential, commercial, and mountain properties to property management. Your dream home is just a call away. Let Quick Realty help you find it.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Picture this. A sudden burst pipe, flames engulfing your kitchen. Disaster strikes when you least expect it. But fear not, because Restore Wizard of Price is here to save the day. Their team of restoration experts is ready to tackle any fire or flood emergency from start to finish. They're not just here to fix the damage, they're here to restore your peace of mind. Don't let disaster catch you off guard. Call Restore Wizard of Price, 637-9165. Restore Wizard, the magic of a fresh start.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
The Spartans play here.
This is Jaden Atwood, number 15. Miles Warrenson, number 52.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Welcome back into the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. It's here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Also on YouTube at Castle Country Radio Emory. And always a pleasure to be with you on the KSL Sports app as high school football runs wild throughout the state of Utah here in Week 7. Only 4 weeks left in the regular season, and it comes at a very crucial time for the Emory Spartans because tonight they open up region play as they take on the Grand Red Devils. Emory enters tonight's contest with a record of 1-4, ranked number 6 in the UHSAA RPI. Also important, the top 6 teams will receive a bye in the first round. 7 all the way through 10 will have to play a play-in game the first week of state tournament action. Puts a lot of emphasis on tonight's game. Grand trying to get their first win, Emory looking for their second win. Now, while the Spartans did come up short against Canyon View a week ago, they did have a spirited effort, falling 27-12, and that was with first-time quarterback Bo Stilson proving he's a gamer, getting his first start at quarterback. We talked about all those topics and more earlier this week with head coach John Famalo on KOAL's Drive Time Sports, and we'll play that interview now. Coach, it's always a pleasure. Thank you.
Hey, appreciate having me on, Jordan.
Definitely, Coach. I know it's not a win. We don't get to talk about a victory from this past Friday, but you and I have talked a couple of times leading up to this particular interview. And I think when you go back and look at the way the kids performed on Friday night, the fact of the matter is they competed. And I know that is cliche, and I think we hear that a lot, but a 27-12 final score with a lot of second-half adjustments and some real positives. That was my biggest takeaway from Friday, and I'm curious to hear your assessment.
Yeah, like you say, I felt like we played better defensively. Let me say the first half was I mean, I think we would have had the same energy, and we did make adjustments, but there's some things that our kids weren't seeing early that we got hurt with, and so you're hoping you go down 14-0 at half, but you end up giving up another one, and you leave some scores because we moved the ball well. Offensively, just kind of stalled out a few times, but defensively, I mean, I think, we should have held them to 14. But otherwise, the second half was, I felt like we played a whole lot better. And so that was nice to be able to see our kids compete. Like you said, I think that's a big part of it, especially when you're down, to see them compete all the way to the end. That was, I was happy to see that for sure.
Obviously, the story of the game was a lot of kids in different positions, specifically Bo Stilson getting a start at quarterback. And I know he gave you guys kind of what you were hoping for, right? I mean, from a coaching staff perspective, I think Bo ended up accounting for 121 passing yards. I think he had close to 70 on the ground. I mean, all in all, he had some productive moments in his first start.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy. I mean, he's a senior. He's been in our program 4 years. I mean, I think as a freshman, he kind of was doing quarterback, and then ever since then he hasn't. So it's a whole new position for him. So, on a short week and 3 days to prepare to try to compete against those guys, I thought he did a really good job. I thought Garrett did a fabulous job on both sides of the ball to help him out as much as he could, and made some awesome plays. And so, it was he did a really good job. I felt happy with his performance, and you say hopefully he just gets a little bit better as we go throughout the season. But I mean, he's a weapon, and whether he's catching the ball or throwing the ball or running the ball, he's a real weapon.
There were definitely some other positives on the offensive side of the ball. I think it was the most complete game that we saw from Garrett Conover. He looked pretty good in all aspects, Coach. He had the 48-yard touchdown catch. He had the 5-yard touchdown run around the end, and you guys managed to use him in a variety of ways.
Yeah, I mean, he's a kid that we need to find a way to get the ball. He runs hard. He's just a real hard competitor, and so it was nice to be able to see him get the ball in the backfield and run hard. And then when he caught the ball, he ran hard, and the kids blocked for him. And so, he's kind of been a little bit of the highlight we've had this season, having a really good breakout year for us.
Coach, outside of that, if we go to the defensive side of the ball and you talk about some of the adjustments that you guys made going into the second half, what was the most noticeable difference for you and what you wanted to implement over the final two quarters?
The biggest thing was just, reading keys and then getting to the ball. That was the big thing for us. We were running power a ton, and our guys were sitting back, and middle backers were not reading properly and getting lost and washed out. And so it was nice just to be able to see us set an edge and get some guys flowing to the ball, and know more than just one guy to the ball. Defensive line getting off blocks and making some plays as well. So we say it's a team effort, and so that was kind of nice to be able to see everybody kind of seeing things and getting to the ball and being better that way defensively. It was just, with the exception of a couple third downs that we gave up, I thought for the second half we played probably as good of defensive football as we played all year.
We can talk about special teams, Coach. 2 touchdowns, did not convert either of the extra points, and that's never ideal. What was the issue, and what did Canyon View bring to the table that made it difficult to prevent those PATs from getting off in a timely manner?
We just, again, I don't know if there was anything they did. They had a pretty physical front, and, had some kids in some spots that, just missed some blocks, and, they did a good job penetrating and getting there. And so, that was one thing we made an emphasis of this week, is to make sure we shore that up, because leaving points on the board is a big deal. Like say, you end up with 14 or even 13 because we were 6. 13, that was just 2 scores that we're looking at, then, it was a big difference. And so, it usually eventually comes back to haunt you. So that's one thing we're certainly going to try to shore up this week.
And there's no doubt that's been one of the most consistent aspects of this team over the last 2 to 3 years, right? It's almost been like a guarantee.
Yeah, no, it's been nice because Jaden's pretty consistent, but we just got to do better up front to give him that extra half a second for him to get that kickoff, and so just didn't happen this week. And so making some changes, and hopefully that will make the difference.
Again, right now, being joined by Coach John Famalo of the Emory Spartan football team. Coach, let's jump forward. Road trip this weekend. Got to go to Moab to take on the Grand Red Devils. It's a team that has struggled so far, but I think it's the case with every opponent. You got to come prepared to play football. Otherwise, it could be a long and disappointing Friday.
Yeah, I mean, record-wise, I mean, we're one win ahead of them. And so to overlook them and say, hey, they haven't won a game, they haven't been playing well, that'd be dumb on our part to do that. I think we got to make sure we're prepared to be able to, play them at home at their place. And so, that's always a struggle to travel, and then get on be a visitor on somebody's home floor or court or field and perform. And so, it's one of those. I mean, all they need, any team that's, with their back against the wall, just needs a little bit of confidence. And if you don't play at a high level and you play down to whatever level they're playing at, it's easy for teams to get a lot of confidence, especially at home, and things turn south pretty quick.
Yeah, it seems like whenever you play a team that has absolutely nothing to lose, the littlest thing could actually spark momentum. I think we've seen that before, right? If it's been us in that sense, just looking for something to give us a little bit of a boost, or an opposing team, the simplest of things can actually provide a little bit of a spark. That's what I've noticed at the high school game.
Yeah, for sure, and that's why I say it's that pendulum swings pretty heavy once it goes, and so what you don't want to do is let it come and swing and it'll knock you out, and really swing the other direction. So I think we really just got to establish ourselves on both sides of the ball and make sure we take care of ourselves that way. But I'm looking forward to a good game and seeing what we can do, and hopefully rebound from kind of where we've been at and see what we can do.
I know, Coach, as we get to this stretch in the season, the RPI does matter, and football really being the only sport that still utilizes the RPI, you just kind of take a look at the way things are playing out. It is important to stay out of that 7, 8, 9, 10 spot because you're guaranteed a first-round bye, and you guys sit right now at 6. That's where we're at right now, so still the opportunity to move up, but when you take a look at the future, knowing that there's only 4 games left and region play begins this week, I mean, is that kind of the mindset? Stay inside the top 6, get that first-round bye?
Yeah, for sure. That's what I say. Keep telling our kids we got a lot to play for. We may not end up with a winning record at the end of the season, but if you get some key wins and get some wins added to your belt, you really can position yourself into the playoffs. And so, I think for us, that's the mentality we have. That's what we're looking for. And it starts with Grand and trying to getting a win there, and then keep working forward that way. Because, like you say, you really can. Yeah, and I think if you stay in that top half, it's a big difference.
I know that this region right now has teams 1 and 2 with San Juan and South Sevier, and then it's South Summit, Summit Academy, Providence Hall, and then Emery. When you look at the region, Coach, and having the number 1 and the number 2 team within the division or within the classification in the region, I mean that's valuable, and I don't know if people really know or care how the RPI works, but knowing that you still have 2 quality opponents on your schedule, I mean, that does play a huge factor.
Yeah, I mean, that's big. I mean, like you say, you get an opportunity to play those, we get an opportunity to play them. I mean, if you can sneak some wins out on those 2, I mean, it flip-flops a whole lot of things, and it can really help out your RPI. And so, that's what we're looking forward to, is playing those 2 teams at 1 and 2 and seeing what we can do. But we got to take care of this first game. But, I mean, that's the nice thing, is that our regions is fairly solid at top. And so, we just got to take care of business.
We can end with this, Coach. I know we're kind of jumping around. I do want to go back to the week of preparation for Grand. With you having kids playing in different positions going into week 2, how much more calm is it at practice? I'm sure it's easier for the kids, Bo being one of them, right? Getting another week of reps as the starting quarterback. But when you kind of know what you're going into on Friday, I would assume that practice just has maybe a little bit more calmness surrounding it.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's getting more confident throwing the ball, and then just a few adjustments we've made and moving some people around. I think that's been good this week to be able to see some kids get a little bit more comfortable and familiar with where they're at. And so, I'm hoping, we can just get better from where we were last week. Because I thought we did pretty good with Bo being his first time. And so I think it'll just get better from here.
Coach, it is always a pleasure to get you on. I always look forward to our conversations. We'll see you at the game of Friday night. It's a big one, a chance to get back onto the winning side of the scoreboard. And who knows, as we get down to the final 4 games of the season, this could be a big momentum spark.
Yeah, no, that's what we're hoping for. Appreciate it, Jordan. Thank you.
Again, that's Emory High School football coach John Famalo talking about tonight's game. Emory on the road taking on the Grand Red Devils. It's an important one for Emory as we begin region play. Emory looking for their second win of the season, and we are closing in on kickoff. It's right around the corner here on 107.3 FM, 750 AM, on YouTube at Castle Country Radio Emory, and with the KSL Sports app. Back with more Emory football when we return on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Looking for the perfect mattress? We've got you covered. At Bill's Home Furnishings, we have the largest selection of mattresses in eastern Utah, including the highly rated Serta Perfect Sleeper. And when it comes to price, we're competitive with anywhere in the state. But we're more than just mattresses. From quality furniture and home accessories to reliable appliances, we've got everything you need to make your house a home. Stop by Bill's Home Furnishings today, where selection, savings, and service meet. Right here in eastern Utah.
It's fun! It's our favorite place.
Strike up family fun for everyone. Gateway Lanes. Families that play together stay together. And Gateway Lanes is your center for fun, snacks, and great food. So let Gateway Lanes do the cooking with open and league bowling year-round and Club Bowl Thursday night, 9 till 11:30, with unlimited bowling including shoes. Since 1989, Helper's Hometown Bowling Center, Gateway Lanes, South Main Street in Historic Helper, and bowlhelper.com. Let's roll.
Welcome to Emery and Carbon Animal Health, where Dr. Jensen and his staff greet you and your pet with caring smiles. Our exam rooms are clean and inviting. Our accredited doctors offer many procedures, including examinations, surgery, dentistry, and boarding. Schedule an appointment today. 2 locations to serve you. Emery and Carbon Animal Health. Animals big and small. We care for them all.
Our home flooded when the refrigerator line broke. We felt helpless, didn't know what to do. Our neighbors told us to call On Call Restore. They really came through for us.
Serving all of southeastern Utah, they're fast and professional. 24/7 emergency services for water, fire, and mold. They even do emergency board-ups. And as a licensed insured general contractor, they do the remodeling as well. Call for a free quote, 650-1092.
Bringing you peace of mind during the worst of times. Call On Call, 650-1092.
We'll be on our way.
Golfers, get ready for year-round fun at Swing and Swear. Step into the action with over 43,000 world-class courses to choose from. No passport required. Rain or shine, you can tee off indoors. Multiple bays, club rentals, tables, chairs, and concessions. It's the perfect spot to practice your game, celebrate with friends, or spend time with family. From the serious golfer to first-timers, everyone is welcome to join the fun. Swing and Swear, located just off Ridge Road. Call 299-6200 to schedule a tee time today.
The Spartans play here.
Essen Grange, number 10, receiver.
Garrett Conover, number 23.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Counting down the moments to kick off here on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. A little bit closer as Emory is getting set to take on the Grand Red Devils to open up the 2A South region, so we're not too far away from kickoff. Again, about 5 minutes out. Emory trying to get back into the win column, as we heard from Coach John Famalo a few moments ago, going over what worked for Emory last week, and even being around the team pregame, hanging out down on the sidelines before making our way up to the broadcast booth. I think this team is in really good spirits. They saw a lot of good things last week from this offense, in particular Bo Stilson really being able to make things happen with his feet. And I think that's going to be massively important tonight for the Spartans. And if they can continue to keep these drives alive. Grant, on the flip side, when you take a look at the way the season has gone so far, they have had their moments, but it's specifically early on. There are a few opponents that are opponents of interest, we could put it that way. Earlier on, we go back to August 22nd. They went toe-to-toe with the Carbon Dinos here on this very field, and it was Carbon that came out with a win 68-6. But American Leadership, it's going to be a familiar foe. Providence Hall, it's another one. Grand typically will have success early on in the game, and then it's second, third, fourth quarter, perhaps a lack of depth that ends up playing a factor. Emory, on the flip side, last week seemed to get stronger as the game went on. In talking with Coach Famalo, he made reference several times to Emory just playing a bad 12, maybe 14 minutes of football before they really found their footing. But adjustments in the second half were absolutely huge for this team, as they really made it interesting, had the ball down 2 scores, never really got within 1 score of Canyon View. I think everyone would have liked to have seen maybe just a little bit of pressure to how Canyon View could have reacted to actually being in a 1-score ball game, but there's no question the Spartans made it interesting. And so tonight, an opportunity to start off league play, help the winning percentage. And one of the things that you have to focus on in the RPI, remember, it is the 3 categories. You have winning percentage, opponent's winning percentage, and opponent's winning percentage, as football is the only sport that will go off of this RPI. And you look at the region. Right now, the top 2 teams in this region happen to be the top 2 teams in the RPI. When you look at South Severe and you also look at the juggernaut in San Juan. So there's plenty of time for both of these teams to work their way up the ladder. Obviously, a win tonight would go a long way for Emory. We are about 2.5 minutes away from kickoff. Grand will kick off to Emory as the coin flip just took place at the 50-yard line. So we will pause one more time, and when we return, we'll get set for kickoff. It's Emory High School football, and it's here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
We're not going out on a limb when we say,
I want to go to Juniper.
Juniper Kitchen. Fantastic food, fun atmosphere. Known for their made-from-scratch pizzas, Juniper has the very best pastas, burgers, salads, wraps, hoagies, paninis, appetizers, loaded sodas, desserts, vegan and vegetarian options. Dine in for lunch or dinner, Tuesday through Friday, 11 till 8. Saturdays, noon till 8. Order online at juniperkitchenutah.com with DoorDash delivery. Stop beating around the bush for a great meal.
I want to go to Juniper.
Juniper Kitchen and Price.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Having a great local pharmacy that you can rely on is important. At Price Family Pharmacy, transferring your prescriptions is simple and hassle-free. Just call us at 637-3737 and we'll take care of the rest. Need your medication delivered right to your door? We offer free delivery to make your life even easier. Managing multiple medications? Ask about our convenient med packing service to keep you organized and on track. Visit Price Family Pharmacy and experience a team that genuinely cares. Feel better about your pharmacy. Choose Price Family Pharmacy today.
The time is now to join the JN Auto Experience. Browse quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs at our Price or Huntington lots. JN Auto can even help you get financing. Get fast, expert mechanic service to keep your vehicle running smoothly. Treat your car to a spotless wash or make it shine with professional detailing. Even rent a car. All in one convenient stop. JN Auto. Driven forward.
Emory High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Just about set for kickoff. Emery is going to get first crack here at Grand High School in Moab as we get set for tonight's game. Again, the region opener. Emory entering tonight ranked number 6 in the RPI, while the Grand Red Devils will come in at number 10. Only 4 games remain on the regular season slate. We are in the back half of it. Emory will be back home next week, but tonight trying to pick up a road win. And if Emory is successful, it would be their first road victory of the 2025 campaign. Back deep to return for the Spartans, where they have had a lot of success. We'll see number 5, Jacob Morris. Also back as number 23, Traxton Conover. And the Red Devils will boot this one away. Edgar Hernandez will tee this ball up at the 40. Emory comes out with the white jerseys, black pants, and the black helmets. Hernandez gets a running start. There's the end-over-end kick. This one's short. It will take a bounce at the 25. A live ball is down on the ground, and Emory diving on it. They'll take over at the 24-yard line, and covering up that ball in the short kick was Cade Perkins, the junior. So a heads-up play, and that's where Emory will set up shop just shy of the 25-yard line. Bo Stilson making his second career start. The senior was productive last week, did throw for 122 yards. He had a touchdown, 1 interception, but again was very, very productive with his feet as well. Let's see if Emory can get off to a quick start. Stilson comes out of the shotgun set. He's got Michael Ilijic with him, lining up off the right side. Trips left as well. 4-man front for the Red Devils. 2 down in the middle, 2 on the outside. 3 linebackers out of the 4-3 set. Handoff. This one goes to Conover, and Traxton's got some room to run. He gets up to the 31-yard line, and so a positive gain of 7 for Traxton Conover on the very first play from scrimmage. Emory ahead of the sticks, sets up 2nd down and 3. We'll see if Emory can have some success running the football on first down against this 4-man grand front. Ball now just shy of the 31-yard line. Stilson this go around with 2 bodyguards in the backfield. Ilijic to the right, Conover to the left. 2 wideouts at the top of the screen. Again, a 4-man front. Hard snap count, and I believe Emory will get a free 5 yards, and that will move the sticks. The guilty party for the Grand Red Devils, I believe, was coming in off of the left side, off of the D end. As you see that quick little flitch, Canella, I believe, was the guilty party. And so a 5-yard penalty. 1st and 10, Emory. Ball now at the 36-yard line. It's placed off the far right hash mark. Emory moving right to left off of the radio dial. Stilson out of the shotgun set. Ilijic with him in the backfield. Back to pass. Stilson's going to keep it himself. Stilson takes it from the 36 to the 40, now to the 50. He gets on a grand side of the field to the 48-yard line, and a nice chunk of change. That go-around, he's able to pick up 14 yards on the ground. Bo Stilson's first carry. Emory in business on the first possession of the ball game. 10:52 to play in the first. First offensive possession looks crisp and clean so far for Emory. Ilijic goes back into the backfield again at the wingback spot. Gideon Meekum. Hard snap count. Stilson's going to go back, hands it off now to Ilijic. Ilijic to the 45, gets inside the 40, and is taken down at the 38-yard line on a gain of 8. So Emory right now having success running the football. So far 29 yards, and you tack on the 5-yard penalty. That puts Emory at the 39-yard line, marching right to left again towards Grand's end zone, and a very efficient drive with 10:13 to play here in the opening quarter on the opening drive. Stilson back out of the shotgun set. 2 wideouts to the right. He's got Ilijic with him now when the backfield lines up off the right side. Stilson yet to attempt to pass on the first drive, and now a reverse. It's Gideon Meekum. Meekum takes it to the right side. He's got a first down and more, and he is taken down at the 35, so a gain of 4 for Gideon Meekum will move the sticks. Emory once again in business. The first touch of the ball game for Meekum. And Emory now inside the 35 down to the 34-yard line. Drive just past 2 minutes here for the Spartans. Out of the shotgun, it's Stilson once again. One man on the backfield. He'll go 2 wideouts left side. Lined up on the end, it's Cray Leroy, who has that downfield speed. He has a deep threat target for Emery. Instead, Emery will keep this patient on the ground. Ilijic has the first down and more, and Ilijic will take it for a gain of 12 yards and moving the stick yet again. He's got 2 carries for 20 yards, and it's 1st and 10. Emory threatening now to get into the red zone. They have the ball right now with the 21-yard line. This drive has taken less than 3 minutes. It started for Emory on their own 24-yard line with a short kickoff. It was a live ball floating on the ground for a moment before the Spartans managed to bottle it up. Stilson out of the shotgun. He's got one man with him to the right side. It's Ilijic. This time Stilson's going to keep it himself. He goes around the tackle off the right end. First down and more. Bo still on his feet. Takes it into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Emory. A 21-yard run by Bo Stilson. And the Spartans draw first blood. 2 carries, 35 yards, and a score for Stilson. Not a single negative play for Emory. They got a free 5 yards on an encroachment. And now Jaden Atwood will come out to attempt the PAT with 8:51 to play in the first quarter. Definitely the most effective opening drive Emory has had so far this season. High snap, it's down. Atwood's PAT is good. 0 for 2 last week after 2 blocks, but everything working for Emory early on. Bo Stilson on a 21-yard touchdown run. The Spartans lead 7-0 when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Spartans play here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
You couldn't ask for a better start if you're an Emory fan. 8:51 to play in the opening quarter. And the score right now, Emory 7, Grand nothing. Atwood will get a running start, end-over-end kick. And it'll be returned to the 15, out of the 20, up to the 30-yard line. And so decent field position as we get our first look at the Grand Red Devils. Clock is still running. It hasn't stopped yet, so I'm curious to see. There we go, 8:35 in the first quarter. It doesn't seem like the officials caught a couple of seconds. They spot it directly at the 30-yard line, far side. Red Devils are going to move left to right off of the dial. It is a Grand team that will throw a couple of different looks at you on the offensive side of the ball. We talked about that with Coach Famalo during the pregame show. Emory's going to come out with a 3-man front. Score is 7-0 Emory. Emory with 3 down linemen. We see Conover showing pressure coming around the left side. Man in motion here for the Red Devils. Bad snap. Ball is loose on the ground back of the 15-yard line. We'll spot it at the 16 to be exact, and it'll be 2nd down and long for the Red Devils. A mistake on the very first snap of the ball game puts them behind the sticks. The drive started at the 30. The ball goes all the way back to around the 17, so a loss of 13 yards on the play. Windsor, the quarterback, will call for a man in motion. He comes right to left off the dial, takes the snap. More confusion here for the Red Devils, and Windsor is taken down by Conover with a little help on cleanup duty. And another big loss for the Red Devils. Confusion all over the field. Conover was able to sniff it out. He gets some help coming off of the back end by Tice Larson, and now it is 3rd and forever with this ball at the 12-yard line. And the Red Devils needing to get to the 40 to prolong their opening drive. Well, Conover creeping in off the left side again, made the initial hit on Windsor. And then that created an opportunity for Larson to finish out the drive. In at quarterback, it's Kimmerly now for the Red Devils. 5 wide. Low snap once again. Quick pass incomplete. And this drive will mercifully come to an end for the Red Devils, as they will most certainly be punting up against their own goal line. So a quick 3 and out. 7:13 to play in the opening quarter. 7-0 Emory with a lead. So Kimmerly will line up to boot this ball away. Emery does have one man back deep to return, standing at his own or at the grand 45-yard line. Another low snap. Here's a line drive kick. Leroy's going to let it roll, and he will stay away from it. Grand will net some yardage off the punt. Emery's going to take over at the Red Devil 49-yard line. And again, not a single negative play on that opening drive. And we'll see if Bo Stilson can pick up where he left off of that very, very impressive, what do we call it, 76-yard drive to open up the game. Did not throw a single pass. 7-0 Emory. 7:07 to play in the first quarter. Stilson out of the shotgun. He's got Ilijic standing to his right. Emery again moving right to left off the dial. Stilson takes his time. Here's a quick reverse. This one goes to Conover. He's got room to run. Gets out to the 40-yard line, still on his feet, very close to the first down sticks. And Traxton Conover with a gain of 9, just shy of the first down. But he's got 2 carries for 16 yards so far in the ball game. Actually, they'll give him 8 yards. So 2 carries for 15, second down and 2. Nearing the midway point of the opening quarter. Grand negative yardage, while Emory has put together an impressive drive and a great start as Traxton Conover takes it around the left side, or Garrett Conover, rather, takes it around the left side. It's going up. That one intended for Conover. It's incomplete. Garrett, the intended receiver. And so the first pass of the ball game from Stilson is incomplete. Sets up third down and 2. This time, Garrett Conover goes into the slot. He's got Leroy off of the outside, and Ilijic is in the backfield. Third down. Hand off to Ilijic, close to the first down stick, wrapped up by Hernandez in the backfield, and they will give Ilijic just a yard. And so it is 4th down and 1. Emory has to get just inside that 40-yard line, and the ball spotted outside of the 40. So Ilijic off of the gain of 1, 4th and 1. Stilson will take the quarterback keeper up the middle, and he will easily pick up the first down. Interested to see where they spot this ball. It's looking like the 32-yard line, which would be a gain of 8 for Bo Stilson. And so Stilson, now with 43 yards rushing, goes back up underneath center. Hands it off to Garrett Conover. Wants to go around the outside, and Garrett is shoved out of bounds. Minimal pickup, if anything, on the play. We'll see where they spot it. Just shy of the 30. So give him a gain of, looks like 1. So Garrett, 3 carries, 16 yards for Emory. Second down and 9. Score is 7-0. 5:40 to play in the opening quarter. Ilijic in the backfield. Trips right side. Bo takes it. He's going to keep it himself. Ilijic, the lead blocker. Bo gets out to the 30. He's got room to run around the end, and I don't think anyone is going to stop him. No, they will not. I thought I heard an intermittent whistle, but instead it is a touchdown Emory on an impressive 32-yard run. And Emory takes a 13-0 lead. Mark that officially a 31-yard run, and so Bo Stilson, 74 yards rushing 2 touchdowns off of 4 carries. Somewhat anticlimactic as he just managed to stroll into the end zone. And off the PAT, we have an encroachment call against Grand. The PAT was blocked, but the play was blown dead, and so Atwood will have another opportunity. 5:29 to play in the opening quarter. It's 13-0 Emory with the lead. The offense so far has been Garrett Conover, Bo Stilson, Michael Ilijic. We did see 1 carry from Gideon Meekum. Atwood once again will attempt the PAT. This one from about the 9-yard line. Snap is good, hold is good, and the kick is right down Broadway. Bo Stilson, 2 touchdowns to his name so far, and in the opening quarter, it is all Emory. 14-0 when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Plumbing issues don't happen every day, but when they do, it's good to know that there's a plumber you can trust right here in the Castle Country. The Swell Plumber has over 30 years of experience and has proven that he's reliable. Here's what some customers have said about the Swell Plumber.
Kurt was amazing. He came out to the house the same day and got quotes to us very quickly.
Kurt kept in touch with us with updates as things progressed. I was definitely pleased.
For residential and commercial plumbing, go to theswellplumber.com and book your appointment today.
The Spartans play here.
This is Jaden Atwood, number 15. Miles Warrenson, number 52.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
5:29 to play in the opening quarter. Emory 14, Grand nothing. Atwood gets an end-over-end kick away. Grand started their last drive at the 30-yard line. And on this return, it'll be similar field position. Ball moved out to about the 33-yard line. On the return that go around for the Red Devils, it was David Hickman. Let's see if Grand can get something moving following a disastrous first 3 downs of the ball game. A bad snap put him behind early. Loss of 13, had a quarterback miscommunication, which led to a Garrett Conover sack. And then after that, an incomplete pass on 3rd down. And so this offense right now for the Red Devils working on about negative 30 yards. Kimberly, the quarterback. 2 wideouts to the right side, 1 to the left. Takes a snap, down at his knees. Pass across the middle of the field, caught. And the Red Devils have their first positive play of the ball game. Attacking Craig Leroy across the center of the field. Beto Carroll comes down with a reception from Kimberly, and it's a 1st and 10 Red Devils with the ball now at their own 49-yard line. We'll see if that gets the Grand offense moving. As the clock continues to move with 4:22 to play in the opening quarter. Emory with a 3-man front did not bring any pressure off of that last go-around. Shotgun set, 2 wideouts. Motion's going to bring 1 right to left. Handoff, and we'll see if Grand can successfully run the football. That may be a struggle against this Emory defense. On the carry that time was Everett Hill, and Hill lost 2 yards. So that sets up 2nd down and 12. Grand playing from behind the sticks. Something they had to do early on in their first drive. Still the ball near midfield. They actually give them a loss of 1, so 2nd down and 11 from the 48. Moving left to right, Grand still on their own side of the field. Kimberly again, the quarterback, 2 wideouts off the right side. Getting Van Lamont, one of the captains on this team, in motion on the last go-around. And now for the Red Devils, it's Everett Hill moving into the slot, so trips right side. Emery with a 3-man front once again. Low snap. Kimberly under pressure. Climbs up. Delivers. Picked off by Conover. And he may take it to the house. Yes, he will. Pick 6 moving the other way. Garrett Conover. He takes it back 50 yards for a score. And with 3:10 to play in the opening quarter, Emory has opened up a 20-0 lead. Garrett Conover on a pick 6. So the defense registering a takeaway and immediately making the Red Devils pay. Garrett Conover has already had himself an evening. He's got 1 sack, now an interception, and a pick 6. And he's also carried the football effectively for Emery as well. Atwood to attempt the PAT. It's up, and it is right down the middle. 21-0 Emory. 3:10 to play in the opening quarter when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
When your comfort is on the line, trust the experts who care. At Air Temp Heating and Cooling, we've been dedicated to keeping Castle Country cozy since 1999. Our certified technicians are ready with 24/7 emergency service and the latest knowledge in heating and cooling technology. As a proud Bryant authorized dealer, we'll do whatever it takes to ensure your home or business stays comfortable year-round. Call Air Temp Heating and Cooling today at 637-4468.
The Spartans play here.
This is AJ Thomas, number 14.
Jacob Morris, number 5.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
All Emery in this one. 3:10 to play in the first quarter, 21-0. Garrett Conover with an explosive 50-yard interception return for a touchdown. Off the kickoff from Atwood, Grant will return, and the ball comes out to about the 23-yard line. Excellent downfield coverage on the kick. Michael Ilajic on the takedown. They officially spot that ball. It appears at the 24-yard line. Unfortunately, we can't go back to the play on replay, but Conover out of the outside linebacker spot, disguised, drops back into coverage, and boom, a textbook pick. Taking it roughly 50 yards. Back for the interception, return for a touchdown. 21-0, 3:03 to play in the opening quarter. Kimberly, the quarterback, he did complete one pass across the middle of the field to Carroll on the last drive. He's going to throw another. It goes back to Carroll off of the right end, and this will lose a yard as Emery is quick to the football. Atwood in on the takedown. He got some help from Miles Mortensen. They say no gain. It's 2nd and 10. So Grant has had the difficult task of working either behind the sticks or picking up minimal yardage on first down. Only one first down in this game, which got them near midfield. Kimberly out of the shotgun. Low snap, play action, under pressure, throws, gets it away. Atwood on another takedown. Looks like a gain of 1 for the Red Devils, and now we're looking at 3rd down and 9. Kimberly did a terrific job of just getting that ball away before taking a hit, and Atwood did a phenomenal job of making sure Cash Wilson had nowhere to go. But a quick gain of 2, so it's 3rd down and 8 for the Red Devils. 2:07 to play in the opening quarter. Emery will stick with a 3-man front. Trips right side this go-around for the Red Devils. It's an empty backfield, 5-wide set. Low snap, Kimberly, quick pass, gets it out to Lamont. And he is wrapped up by Conover at the line of scrimmage, no gain. Garrett Conover is all over the place. Van Lamont able to corral the reception, but then goes absolutely nowhere, and it's 4th down and about 7 yards for the Red Devils. They'll have to punt from their own 27-yard line. So we'll give them 3 yards on this drive. Back deep to return is Leroy. He'll stand back at his own 43-yard line. Leffler is back to return short. He stands at the grand 44. Here's the kick. It's blocked by Larson. Ball is loose on the turf, and it will be Emory football inside the 25-yard line. I believe it was Tice Larson that got in on the block, it appeared. And so things go from bad to worse. Ball inside the 25-yard line. The Red Devils not able to find any momentum. And Emory will take over at about the 22-yard line with the ball in the far right hash. Still 1 minute, 4 seconds to play in an opening quarter that has been all Emory. Bo Stilson, 2 lengthy touchdown runs, and then a pick 6 from Garrett Conover. Stilson out of the shotgun. Long snap count. Atwood will come in motion right to left off of the dial. Bo's going to throw. Looks deep. Has a man. Caught. Touchdown. Cray Leroy goes over the top of the defense, and Emory will score from 21 yards out. Bo Stilson makes it happen again on just his 2nd attempt of the evening, and Leroy will haul in Stilson's second career touchdown pass of his senior campaign in just his second start. That one from 21 yards out. Atwood out to attempt the PAT with 55 ticks to play in the first. 27-0 Emory. Can they tack on one more? A lot of movement up front. Pre-snap penalty. I'm not sure who the guilty party is. It looks like it'll be Emery. So that'll back up the Spartans. 5 yards for the PAT. Snap is good, the hold is good, and Atwood is true on what would have been a 25-yard PAT. 55 ticks left in the first quarter. Emory 28, Grand nothing here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a four-legged word.
The Spartans play here.
This is AJ Thomas, number 14.
Jacob Morris, number 5.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Back to the action, a tad bit late off of the kickoff. Decent return for the Red Devils to the 25-yard line is where they will set up shop. Again, all Emory in this one early on, 28-0. And they have scored in a variety of ways. 2 runs from Bo Stilson on the ground, a pick 6 from Garrett Conover, and then Cray Leroy went over the top of the defense as Bo delivered a dime for 6. Jaden Atwood is a perfect 4 of 4 on PATs, and it's 28-0 Emory in the region opener with 49 seconds to play in the first. Kimberly, the quarterback again for the Red Devils. 5 wide out set. Emory with 3 down linemen. Low snap on the ground. Kimberly able to pick it up, delivers a pass out to the left side, and immediately Illijic is there for a loss of 4. And what has made it so difficult for this Red Devil offense is immediately starting behind the sticks. Emory's defense has been aggressive. They've attacked, and they have made life extremely difficult for Grand. 2nd down and 15, loss of 5. On 1st down, Kimberly, the quarterback, pistol set, 1 man in the backfield. Another low snap. This time they'll try to run, and there is nothing there on the handoff. Going to Everett Hill, Emery able to collapse. And on the takedown, that go around for Emery was big, Logan Huntington, and that will wrap up the opening quarter. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start for Emory in region play. They jump out to a 28-0 lead over the Red Devils. Second quarter coming up when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM, as well as the KSL Sports app.
At Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, they believe every home deserves to look its best. Since 2003, Clean Cut Roofing and Siding has been transforming homes and businesses with precision and care, ensuring your peace of mind with every shingle and siding panel installed. Whether you're updating an old look, repairing storm damage, or bringing life back to your storefront, trust them to handle every detail. Visit cleancutroofingsiding.com to schedule your free consultation. Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, where quality meets craftsmanship.
Discover peace of mind with Don's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing your savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Don's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
The Spartans play here.
Essen Grange, number 10, receiver.
Garrett Conover, number 23.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Second quarter, we swap sides. Emory 28, Grand nothing. Red Devils now moving right to left of the radio dial. Ball placed at the 16-yard line on their own side of the field. Third and long. Kimberly's going to try to test it over the middle. Had the pass, and then Leffler breaks it up. Excellent defensive play stepping up. The pass was intended for Van Lamont. He was shy of the first down sticks. But now the Red Devils will have to punt this football again back inside their own 20. Excellent defensive play by Leffler, able to climb the ladder and knock the ball down. So Leffler and now Leroy will play back for the punt. Leroy will stand at his own, at the grand 46-yard line. Leffler is short inside the 40. Another low snap, and Windsor is in some serious trouble, and he is taken down. Ball is loose, on the ground, picked up. Touchdown, Emery. Ball popped out. It was recovered by Spencer McCandless, and McCandless will take it in for a score. A fumble recovery from about the 7-yard line on fourth down, and it's 34-0 Emory. Spencer McCandless finds pay dirt for the very first time on a fumble recovery. It's the second defensive touchdown of the evening for Emory, and it's 34-0 with 11:47 to play in the second. Atwood will come out to attempt the PAT. Atwood so far a perfect 4 of 4. Kick is up. And he puts this through, no problem at all. It takes 13 seconds for Emory to strike. Their defense has found the end zone for the second time. Spencer McCandless, he earns his first career touchdown. It's Emory kicking back to the Red Devils when we return on 107.3 FM and 7:50 AM.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emory, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
Emory High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Middle of the kick return as we come back from commercial break. It was a quick kickoff for Emory, and the Red Devils will take over in similar field position just beyond the 25-yard line at the 27. All Emory so far in this one, 35-0 with 11:38 to play in the first half. Scoreboard update from around the state. Manti right now with a 14-6 lead over San Juan after one. Carbon and North San Pete battling it out. North San Pete 7, Carbon 3. That takes us to the end of the first quarter there. Cedar City and Richfield are tied 14-14 after one. And in this game, it is all Emory with 11:38 to play in the second, 35-0. Grand is yet to get the ball on Emory's side of the field. They did come close once, but then a turnover on the ensuing play. Kimberly to throw. This pass nearly intercepted. Boy, that could have been dangerous. Pass was intended into the flats to Cash Wilson. A collapse. Illijic got his hand on it. Pass is incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10. Very young team here at Grand. You can definitely see the potential from some of the freshmen and sophomore that are getting run at the varsity level. Such a difficult thing to do. When you're a freshman or a sophomore, stepping up and playing at the varsity level, just a different speed of the game. I think you'll see as you watch this game, there's some young athletes on this Grand team that hopefully can give the Red Devils some building blocks in the coming years. Kimberly out of the shotgun, 2nd down and 10. Low snap, able to come down to his knees to grab it, throw to the outside, intended for Lamont, knocked away by Cray Leroy. So Leroy with a heads-up defensive play, and it's 3rd down and 10. Now, the mercy rule does not come into play until the second half. So we will have normal stoppage here in the second quarter. But if all things stay equal over the final 2 quarters, the clock will run continuously. 3rd down and 10. Emery's going to stick with a 3-man down front. Here comes a blitz on 3rd down. Kimmerly has to go low to get it. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws, hit as he releases, and it's incomplete. 4th down and 10. Emory getting after it. Dialing up a blitz on 3rd down and long. Typically when you can pin your ears back and go. Tice Larson's also been all over the place tonight for Emory. Got some help on that interior push by Tyson Johnson. Another big fellow for Emory who's put together quite the season. So 4th down and long. Potential punting situation. And now Corbin Ward will line up short for Emory, just inside the 50-yard line. Another low snap, and this one nearly blocked. Kimmerly took a shot, and Ward fumbled the punt. He's able to pick it up around the 40-yard line. I'm not sure how Kimmerly was able to get the punt away, but for Grand, he'll net a few yards. Ball was just inside the 30-yard line, and waiting to see what the official flag is, and it looks like a personal foul. It's going to be a roughing against Emory, and so the Red Devils will keep their offense out on the field. Now there's some confusion. Emory had their offense out ready to go. But instead, with that 15-yard penalty, renewed life for the Grand offense. They'll have an opportunity to get the ball on to Emery's side of the field on the roughing the kicker. Kimmerly took a shot. And Emory must not have made contact with the football, allowing the roughing the punter. So now 1st down and 10 with the ball at the 42-yard line. Low snap, it's on the turf. And Windsor has to go back and jump on it. Now inside the 35. There has been problems with the snap all game long. Grant exclusively staying out of the shotgun. Had a loss of 13 already, and that's roughly a loss of 10. And so they are behind the sticks in a major way. They have to get to Emory's 48-yard line to keep this drive alive. And the ball right now is back at the 34-yard line. So officially a loss of 8 makes it 2nd and 18. Jax Windsor, the quarterback. Emory shows blitz. Illigic backs off. And we have movement encroachment called against Emory. That marks the 2nd penalty of the drive to continue to give the Red Devils free yardage. That one will be a 5-yard mark-off. 10:27 to play in the first half. Emory 35, Grand nothing. It has been fairly dominant so far for Emory. The defense has accounted for 2 touchdowns. Conover with 1, McCandless with the other. So 2nd down and long for Grand. Back to pass. Windsor is under pressure, and that's a fumble. He let the ball go backwards, trying to get rid of it. It's picked up by McCandless, and he will find the end zone again. Spencer McCandless picks it up. Windsor tried to get rid of the ball before he went down to the ground. The problem is he lateraled it backwards, and for the 2nd time, McCandless picks up a fumble and takes it in for a score. It is 41-0 Emory with 10 minutes to play in the 2nd. Atwood will attempt the PAT, where he is a perfect 5 for 5 so far on the evening. Stilson gets the snap down. There was some pressure. Atwood gets it away cleanly, and it's good. 42-0 Emory. They'll kick off to the Red Devils when we return in 30 seconds.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farlano's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farlano's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farlano's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
The Spartans play here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Turnovers have been costly for Grant in this first half. They have 3 of them. All 3 have been taken back for scores. 42-0 Emory with 10:01 to play in the first half. And they are well on their way to their first region win. Kick returned by Carroll. Is able to get the ball just shy of the 25-yard line, it appears. To see where they spot that officially off the other end, it looks at about the 24, and that's where Grand will set up shop. Well, on the last touchdown recovery by McCandless, Windsor was just trying to get rid of the ball. He was under immense pressure, and he just tossed it backwards. Live ball off the lateral. McCandless, Johnny on the spot, picks it up and finds the end zone yet again. He's had himself a first half. 1st and 10 for Grand, moving right to left of the dial. 5 wide out set. Empty, I wanted to say empty backfield. It's actually a 4 wide out set. 1 at the wing back spot. 3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Low snap. Kimmerly throws, passes incomplete. Tried to get it to Carroll. It's perfect timing by Emery, and now we have an injured player down on the ground off of the collision. And it looks like we will have an injury timeout on the field. 8:58 to play in the first half. Emory 42, Grand nothing. When we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM, we'll pause for 60 seconds.
I was hoping to talk to someone about updating my insurance policy.
I am able to understand complete sentences.
That was a complete sentence?
I didn't understand that.
Or can I just talk to a person?
No one talks to humans anymore.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
I hear you. Why don't we review your coverage with a super check?
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jill Jensen in Price today.
Discover the strength and beauty of Flawless Sheeting's metal siding and roofing solutions. Designed to endure and crafted to conserve energy, the products offered by Flawless Sheeting ensure your home not only looks good, but feels good too. Plus, they come with a 40-year warranty. Enjoy superior durability and enhanced comfort year-round with new roofing from Flawless Sheeting. Ready to upgrade? Call Flawless Sheeting at 636-7300 and elevate the way you live.
You see your friends with their new travel trailers, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides. They're living the dream, right? Well, it doesn't just have to be a dream. You can start living that same dream life today by starting your new career with GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance. GMS is hiring mechanics, electricians, fabricators, experienced and inexperienced miners. They offer high starting wages, benefits, a 401k, and vacation pay. Local jobs are available. Apply today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. The dream can be yours with GMS Mine Repair.
Emory High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Out of the injury timeout, 2nd down and 10 for Grand. Kimmerly's going to throw. He's got a man open downfield, and he overshoots his intended receiver, which would have been Hernandez. He creeped beyond the Emory secondary, finding a little bit of space between Leffler and Leroy. Fortunately for Emory, that ball falls incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10. Fairly impressive throw on the run for Kimmerly, just a tad bit long, and now it's 3rd down and 10. Grant still yet to get this ball to Emory's side of the field. It's been that kind of game. The Emory defense has been dominant. And with 8:34 to play in the first half, it's 42-0. Here's a 5 wide out set, empty backfield. Kimmerly calls for a man in motion. Fake the end around, quick pass, out. Emory not fooled at all, and it's a quick takedown. That'll set up 4th down and long. Trying to get Van Lamont involved in the offense, not a bad idea. Big fella hauls that catch in. lost 1 yard, so it's 4th down and 11. Grand will have to punt. Last time the Red Devils went for the punt, Emery had the roughing the punter, the personal foul, and that gave Grand a free 1st down. They were unable to capitalize and turn the ball over almost immediately after. Kimmerly once again into the shotgun set. Loeffler stands back at the 41. Leroy back at the 48. Another bad snap. Ball is loose on the ground, and Grand recovers, but with it being 4th down, it's a loss of 4, and Emory will take over nearly in the red zone. It's as if they spot this at the 20-yard line, so a red zone visit for Emory as the special teams continues to struggle for Grand. The exchange from center to quarterback has really put the offense at a big disadvantage, and even the special teams. It's like it's been a little while since we saw the Emory offense. They'll come back out. The last time, it was a quick strike over the top of the defense to Cray Leroy. Stilson out of the shotgun. He's got Loeffler with him in the backfield. Calls for Morris in motion left to right. Handoff to Morris. He's got some wheels. And Jacob Morris picks up a gain of 6. Gets it up to the 14-yard line. First time we have called Morris's name carrying the football. And we have a timeout on the field. An injured Red Devil. 2nd and 4 for Emory when we resume play with the ball at the 14. Jacob Morris, the speedster, taking the carry. We'll pause for the injury timeout as well. The score right now, Emory 42, Grand nothing. 7:28 to play in the first half. Emory threatening to strike yet again.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You're looking for somewhere you could be proud to work. Komatsu is looking for you. Komatsu is a leading manufacturer of construction, mining, forestry, and industrial heavy equipment. Komatsu currently has openings for seasoned welders, journeyman electricians, and MSHA certified electricians, as well as master machinists. At Komatsu, not only will your skills be rewarded with competitive wages, but you'll also enjoy benefits like a robust 401k plan. Grow with Komatsu. Go to komatsu.com or call Tanner at 636-6150.
Out of the injury timeout, 7:28 to play in the first half. 42-0 Emory. Spartans have the ball right now with the Grand 14-yard line. Man coming in motion left to right. Stilson back to pass. Looks off, finds Atwood. Atwood gets it to the 10. Inside the 5-yard line, Jaden fighting hard. He's got the first down, could not find the end zone. Instead, it's a gain of 10. And it's a first down and goal to go situation for Emory. .31 yards passing for Bo Stilson here in the first half. Everybody getting in on the action for Emory. First down and goal to go. Stilson will come up underneath center. He's got Loeffler with him in the backfield. Bo takes the snap. Play action. Rolls out to the left. Throws on the run to the back of the end zone. Caught. No, incomplete. Tried to go to the play action bootleg and nearly found Gideon Meekum in the back of the end zone, but a rare miss for Emory in this first half. And so now we're faced with second down and goal to go. Bo's got some movement coming out from underneath center. It appears that next week we may see the return of Trig Jensen at quarterback, but Bo is filled in valiantly for Emory. This time he'll go to the shotgun set. It's empty backfield, 5 wide. Second down and goal to go from the 4. Bo takes the snap. Wants to pick his own spot, runs, dives. Did he get in? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Bo Stilson. 4-yard touchdown run, and it's 48-0 Emory. Stilson reaches and finds the end zone on a 4-yard scamper. Third touchdown of the quarter for Emory. With 6:56 to play in the first half, it is now 4. Well, we're going to take that off of the board. So instead of the touchdown, holding against Emory. And so now the Spartans will have it back on second down, back at the 14-yard line. Well, that takes off what would have been Bo Stilson's third touchdown run of the ball game, and now with Loeffler in the backfield, Emory will have to start over, still inside of the red zone here on second down and goal to go from the 14. Stilson takes the snap, rolls out left side, throws on the run, and incomplete. It's Garrett Conover that got his hands on the ball. He couldn't haul it in, and now it is third down and goal. Grand trying to stop Emory for the first time. Emory is definitely within Jaden Atwood's field goal range on the goal-to-go situation from the 14-yard line. Ball is on the near hash mark. Stilson goes to the shotgun. He's got Loeffler lined up to the left. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. And we have movement, and this will go against Emory. So another pre-snap penalty, and not only has a holding penalty taken a touchdown off the board, now with this pre-snap penalty, Emory is back about the 18-yard line. Between the 18 and 19-yard line, goal to go situation. Interesting scenario. We'll see how this one plays out. With Stilson out of the shotgun set, 5 wideouts, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Bo back to pass. Rolls out left side, fires deep to the end zone to Cray. Leroy caught, touchdown, yes! Leroy hauls it in on an 18-yard touchdown pass from Bo Stilson on third and goal. That's the second touchdown grab for Leroy, that one from 18 yards out. Stilson continues to fill up the stat sheet. And with 6:43 to go in the first half, 48-0 Emory, Atwood will attempt another PAT. Stilson to hold, and we have another pre-snap penalty. Definitely something that, in a first half full of positives, the negatives are going to be the pre-snap penalties against Emory. Atwood now to attempt. Stilson gets the high snap down. Atwood's PAT is a knuckleball, no good. Just shanked it. Damage done. Emory 48 grand nothing. We'll pause for 30 seconds. Emory will kick off to the Red Devils when we return.
The more things change,
the more they stay the same.
Yes, Mr. Automotive has a new building in Huntington.
But that just means the services they offer just got better.
Detailing and mechanic work are being added to the already great service Mr. Automotive had already offered.
And all deals are still done with the owner at the lowest prices possible.
New building, same best prices, and more auto services. Go to MrAutomotiveSales.com or stop by the dealership, 21 South Main, Huntington. Mr. Automotive, the best for less.
The Spartans play here.
This is AJ Thomas, number 14. Jacob Morris, number 5.
On 10.
6:43 left in the first half. Here's a kickoff, and this one will bounce into the end zone, so the Red Devils will start at the 20-yard line. 80 yards of green in front of them, moving right to left off of the radio dial. A game dominated by Emory throughout the first quarter and a half. Still 6:43 to play in the second. Emory 48-0. Bo Stilson has had himself a night so far. He had a 21-yard touchdown run, a 31-yard touchdown run. Found Cray Leroy on a 21-yard touchdown pass, and then another strike from 18 yards out. That's how we have gotten to 48 on top of 3 scores from the Emory defense, one on special teams. Fumble on the snap that was picked up. McCandless took it in for a 7-yard touchdown, and then he had another fumble recovery for a touchdown. And then, of course, Garrett Conover set the stage early at the 3-minute mark in the first quarter with a 50-plus yard INT return for a touchdown. Red Devils trying to get it to Emery's side of the field. Man coming in motion. It's Carroll. Here's an option out to the right corner. Positive yardage for Grand. Gain of roughly 2 on first down. Huge difference. It's actually going to give them more than 2 yards. It looks like they'll spot that a gain of 3. So that sets up 2nd down and 7. Huge difference when you're starting at 2nd and 7 rather than 2nd and 13, 2nd and 14, which is what the Red Devils have pretty much done throughout this opening half. Clock is moving, 6:10, nearing the midway point of the second quarter. Emory well on their way to their first region win here in the region opener. And it would mark their first road win of the season as well. Emory's had to be road warriors this year. You go back and look at the schedule so far. Had Beaver on the road, had Kanab at a neutral site. Had to go to Union on the road. It's not been an easy schedule. Pass out of the backfield. This one goes to Hernandez. Hernandez gets it up to the 26-yard line, so a positive gain here for the Red Devils. They have 3rd down and 4. Emory with a quick reaction getting over following the reception. Third down, a manageable 3rd down for Grand. Jax Windsor, the quarterback. Without the aid of a penalty, Grand has been held to just 1 first down in this first half. With the aid of a penalty, 2 first downs. So it has been tough for this team so far. Windsor out of the shotgun set. Calls for a man in motion, moving left to right. It's Carroll. They're going to run the option again. Windsor this time will keep it himself. Tries to truck a defender, but is brought down well shy of the first down stick, so it is 4th down. Gain of 1, so it's 4th down and 3. Red Devil ball just beyond the 25-yard line at the 27. Emory will be able to give some starters a break this week and prepare for a couple of really big games that we have up and coming over the next several weeks. A very crucial part of the season. 3 big ones to close out the year. 4th down, Red Devils will go for it. Handoff out of the backfield, and he is shy of the first down sticks. That'll be a turnover on downs. Gideon Meekum got in on the takedown. And so while Grand was able to accumulate positive yardage shy of the first down sticks, and with 3:57 to play in the first half, Emory will take over inside the Grand 30. So next week, Emory at home. They'll take on South Sevier. 2 out of the final 3 games will be at Emory High School, which is definitely a welcome sight. Emory did not play back-to-back home games all season long. It was an alternate after starting off with back-to-back games on the road in a bye week on top of that. Timeout is taken on the field. We'll keep it here with 3:57 to play in the first half. Emory 48, Grand nothing. Coming up, we'll go over the scoring plays on the Castle Valley Orthodontics Halftime Report, which is brought to you by Dr. Daniel Cowley. The offensive statistics for Emory, they're not going to jump off of the stat sheet. Reason being, they've had to work with several short fields. Plus, the defense has gotten in on it. Emory ball out of the timeout. They're sitting at the 27-yard line. Illichik is the deep back. He'll stand to the left of Bo Stilson. 2 wideouts on each side. Motion man coming. It's Jacob Morris. Stilson to throw. Under pressure. Delivers a deep pass. This one is caught. Touchdown, Emory. Takes no time at all for Emery on a 27-yard pass. Conover was able to blow by his man and hauls in a beautiful strike from Bo Stilson, and Emery goes up 54-0. Stilson to Conover. That's Conover's second touchdown of the evening. It's the second time he has hauled in a receiving touchdown from Stilson this year after having one last week. Atwood to attempt the PAT, Stilson to hold, and we have another pre-snap penalty. Emery will try this again. Stilson to hold off of the penalty. Low snap. Stilson's able to get it down, and Atwood puts it through. 55-0 Emory, 3:50 to play in the first half when we return on 107.3 FM and 7:50 AM.
Imagine a smooth, hassle-free journey to the front door of your new home with the Driggs Mortgage Team guiding you every step of the way. Hi, this is Greg Driggs. Our seasoned experts understand the ins and outs of home financing and refinancing. Come visit us at our new permanent address, 8 East Main in Price, where we plan to be a staple for years to come. Start your journey today. Call 801-427-3577. The Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
The Spartans play here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
3:50 left here in the first half. Emory will kick it to Grand, and the Red Devils will bring the ball out to around the 27-yard line. Familiar field position. This is about where they have started all game long. Grand looking for something to give them some momentum, as it has been all Emory. In the second half, we will most certainly have the mercy rule. But we'll see Justin Kimmerly come out at quarterback for the Red Devils, with the ball placed at the 28-yard line. Grand moving right to left off of the radio dial. See two different quarterbacks for Grand throughout the evening, if it's been Windsor or Kimmerly. First down and 10. Good snap, quick throw, getting it to the outside. Positive yardage for the Red Devils, a gain of 2. Pass complete to Carroll. A lot of the quick pass had to do with an accurate snap, putting the ball right in the hands of Kimmerly. Freshman was able to step up, make an on-target throw, gain of 2, second down and 8. Three minutes and 18 seconds in counting to play here in the first half. Kimmerly, pump fake, wants to work to the outside, intercepted by Leffler. Leffler with a pick at the 31-yard line. Another turnover, but one that did not go back the opposite way for a touchdown. Instead, it's Leffler getting in on it. And Emory will take over at the 31. Win the takeaway battle on the road, and typically good things will happen, and Emory has done just that in this ball game. Plenty of time to add another 6, up 55-0, 3:04 to play in the first half. Emory will run trips left side. McCandless lines up in between Morris and Leroy. Atwood man-to-man down at the bottom of the screen. Stilson, quick pass, finds McCandless. He hauls it in. This will go for a positive gain of roughly 6 yards to set up second down and 4. First reception for McCandless, who has 2 touchdowns in this game, both coming on the defensive side of the ball. Emory now with the ball at the 20-yard line, second down. Clock is moving, 2:35 to play in the first half. Stilson out of the shotgun, trips right side, man-to-man off of the left. Handoff. This will go for positive yardage. It's Leffler out of the backfield. And he's able to get it up to the 15-yard line. Plenty of yardage on the handoff to Leffler. Give him 11, 1st and 10, Emery. First down and 10. Spartans back in the red zone. We're down to 2 minutes and 3 seconds left to play here in the first half. Stilson, quick pass, goes to Morris. It's incomplete. Hit Morris in the hands and then dropped down to the ground. Great defense by Beto Carroll. Able to knock that ball away. An incomplete pass for Stilson, which has been rare here in this first half. Only his 3rd incompletion. He's only thrown the ball 8 times, but he does have 82 yards and 3 touchdowns through the air as well. 2 of those touchdown passes going to Craig Leroy, the other going to Garrett Conover. But will negate that incomplete pass as a penalty is called, and that will back Emory up to the 25-yard line, knocking him out of the red zone. So first down and 20 for Emory. Now, but it's 25. They got to get to the... It looks like they've got to get it down to the 10-yard line. So, yeah, we'll call it first down and in about 15. Snap. Handoff. It's Leffler. Leffler from the 25-yard line. He's able to get it close back to the red zone. Still shy of the initial line of scrimmage. So give Leffler a gain of 5 at second down. Clock continues to tick with 1:38 to play in the first half. Leffler with 16 yards now on 2 carries. Actually, more of a 2nd and 20 for Emory, or a 1st and 20 for Emory. Now looking at about a 2nd and 15. Clock moves, 1:17 and counting. Stilson out of the shotgun. 1 man with him in the backfield. Fakes the handoff to Leffler. Bo's going to take it himself. Still on his feet. Gets by 1-2 would-be tacklers. Spins off close to the first down sticks. We'll see if they give him the first down. It looks like he may be just a tad bit shy. And he's going to be a couple of yards shy, so give Bo 13 yards on the carry. 87 yards rushing in the first half for Bo Stilson. Under 40 seconds. We'll see if Emery wants to use this as situational football for the future and run out of the 2-minute offense. It's not a goal-to-go situation. A short 3 yards for the first down. Down to 23 seconds. Stilson out of the shotgun. Bo takes the snap and a knee, and Emory will go into the break. So electing not to score or attempt to score, Emory will gladly take a 55-0 advantage into the break. It was all Emory, scoring in a variety of ways in this first half. A truly dominating performance. And the second half will run quickly with the mercy rule well in effect. Emory looking to move on to 2-4, more importantly, getting a region opening win and their first road victory of the season. Seems like a formality at this point. Coming up, halftime report brought to you by Dr. Daniel Cowley at Castle Valley Orthodontics. The score as we go to the break, Emory 55, Grand nothing on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
We're not going out on a limb when we say
I want to go to Juniper.
Juniper Kitchen. Fantastic food, fun atmosphere. Known for their made-from-scratch pizzas, Juniper has the very best pastas, burgers, salads, wraps, hoagies, paninis, appetizers, loaded sodas, desserts, vegan and vegetarian options. Dine in for lunch or dinner, Tuesday through Friday, 11 till 8. Saturdays, noon till 8. Order online at juniperkitchenutah.com with DoorDash delivery. Stop beating around the bush for a great meal.
I want to go to Juniper.
Juniper Kitchen and Price.
Having a great local pharmacy that you can rely on is important. At Price Family Pharmacy, transferring your prescriptions is simple and hassle-free. Just call us at 637-3737 and we'll take care of the rest. Need your medication delivered right to your door? We offer free delivery to make your life even easier. Managing multiple medications? Ask about our convenient med packing service to keep you organized and on track. Visit Price Family Pharmacy and experience a team that genuinely cares. Feel better about your pharmacy. Choose Price Family Pharmacy today.
The time is now to join the JN Auto Experience. Browse quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs at our Price or Huntington lots. JN Auto can even help you get financing. Get fast, expert mechanic service to keep your vehicle running smoothly. Treat your car to a spotless wash or make it shine with professional detailing. Even rent a car. All in one convenient stop. JN Auto. Driven forward.
It's fun! It's our favorite place.
Strike up family fun for everyone. Gateway Lanes. Families that play together stay together. And Gateway Lanes is your center for fun, snacks, and great food. So let Gateway Lanes do the cooking with open and league bowling year-round and Club Bowl Thursday night, 9 till 11:30, with unlimited bowling including shoes. Since 1989, Helper's Hometown Bowling Center, Gateway Lanes, South Main Street in Historic Helper, and bowlhelper.com. Let's roll.
Welcome to Emery and Carbon Animal Health, where Dr. Jensen and his staff greet you and your pet with caring smiles. Our exam rooms are clean and inviting. Our accredited doctors offer many procedures, including examinations, surgery, dentistry, and boarding. Schedule an appointment today. 2 locations to serve you. Emery and Carbon Animal Health. Animals big and small. We care for them all.
Our home flooded when the refrigerator line broke. We felt helpless, didn't know what to do. Our neighbors told us to call On Call Restore. They really came through for us.
Serving all of southeastern Utah, they're fast and professional. 24/7 emergency services for water, fire, and mold. They even do emergency board-ups. And as a licensed insured general contractor, they do the remodeling as well. Call for a free quote, 650-1092.
Bringing you peace of mind during the worst of times. Call On Call, 650-1092.
We'll be on our way.
Golfers, get ready for year-round fun at Swing and Swear. Step into the action with over 43,000 world-class courses to choose from. No passport required. Rain or shine, you can tee off indoors. Multiple bays, club rentals, tables, chairs, and concessions. It's the perfect spot to practice your game, celebrate with friends, or spend time with family. From the serious golfer to first-timers, everyone is welcome to join the fun. Swing and Swear, located just off Ridge Road. Call 299-6200 to schedule a tee time today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
The Spartans play here.
This is AJ Thomas, number 14.
Jacob Morris, number 5.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Welcome into the Castle Valley Orthodontics Halftime Report, brought to you by Dr. Daniel Cowley. You can get a free consultation on a set of braces for a smile that'll last a lifetime. The phone number is 637-2222. Doesn't matter your age. Young, old, you're never too old for braces. Give Dr. Cowley a call, 637-2222. They'll go through the process for you on a free consultation. Halftime here at Grant High School. Emery taking care of business on the road trip. They lead the Red Devils 55-0 and they have scored in a variety of ways. Let's take a look at the first half stats. The offensive numbers will not pop out at you if you're looking at it from an Emory perspective. A lot of the reason being they have gotten to work on several short fields. Bo Stilson has been very, very good in his second start. He has thrown the ball 7 times in this game. He's got 82 yards. He's tossed 3 touchdown passes. Those scores have come from distance as well, 21, 18, and 27-yard touchdown strikes. So 82 yards for Bo through the air. On the ground, also very effective. He's got 87 yards, and he has found the end zone not once but twice. Bo's been great, again, in his second start as quarterback for Emory. Offensively, the love has been spread around. There's no question. Bo did connect not once but twice with Cray Leroy. First, it was a 21-yard touchdown pass. The second, an 18-yard touchdown pass. So Cray has tasted pay dirt twice, and he's got 2 grabs for 39 yards and 2 touchdowns. Also through the air, Garrett Conover, who we saw last week really becoming the favorite target for Bo Stilson. He's got 1 reception tonight. He's got 27 yards through the air. It also happened to go for a touchdown. On the ground, Garrett 3 carries for 16 yards. But his big play came early on in the game in the first quarter. He had an interception near midfield, took it back all the way for a touchdown, and that's what we'll go into now. We'll take a look at the scoring plays in order for Emory as they have a massive 55-0 lead over the Grand Red Devils at the break. This is how we got to this point. Opening drive, Emory was able to march. It was about a 76-yard drive. Bo Stilson, he capped it off with a 21-yard touchdown run going outside the numbers and grabbing a score to make it 7-0 Emory. They forced a quick 3-and-out, a disastrous first set of downs for the Red Devils. Emory managed to take advantage of a short field. It was Bo Stilson again, this time on a 31-yard touchdown run. 5:29 to play in the opening quarter. It's 14-0 Emory. Then Garrett Conover gets in on it. He has the interception near midfield. He takes it all the way back for a score, and it's 21-0 Emory with 3:10 to play in the first. One more touchdown for Emory. This time, it was Stilson to Leroy, 21-yard touchdown pass, and it was almost on point. I've talked about Cray being that downfield threat for Emory. It's something this team has been searching for all year long. You go back over the last 3-4 years, Emory has had plenty of downfield threats that could take the top off of a defense. Tonight, it's been Cray filling that role, and he did it beautifully. 21-yard strike from Bo Stilson. End of the first quarter, it's 28-0 Emory. We go to the second. Spencer McCandless, a 7-yard fumble recovery on 4th down and a punt from the Red Devils. There's been a lot of problems with Grand in that center to quarterback exchange. Ball was on the deck. McCandless picked it up. He takes it in for his first touchdown 7 yards out. It wasn't but a minute of game time later. McCandless able to recover another fumble, and he finds the end zone again. So Spencer McCandless, 2 touchdowns in about a 2-minute span to give Emory a 42-0 lead. After a touchdown was taken off the board due to a hold, Emory went to the air, 3rd down and long, and again, Bo Stilson connects, this time back the end zone. He finds Cray Leroy for an 18-yard touchdown, and it's 48-0 Emory. The Spartans would strike one more time. Stilson over the top again. Garrett Conover gets behind the defender in man-to-man coverage. It's an easy pitch and catch touchdown. Emory goes up 55-0. The Spartans were driving. They had an opportunity to add 6 more, but in the final 30 seconds, Bo Stilson took a knee, and Emory takes a 55-0 lead into the break, meaning the second half will be fast. Mercy rule is going to be in play, so about 25-30 minutes it'll take to get through, I would believe, the third and fourth quarters. Emory looking for their first road victory of the season. And again, they've had to be road warriors this year. Emory started off the year at a neutral site, went to Snow College to take on Kanab, had the bye week, week 2, and then had to travel to Beaver. So it took a near month to get our first home game, right? Because the first 3 weeks, we didn't have a home game. Emory's first home tilt was a blowout win over Judge Memorial. Had to go back on the road 2 weeks ago against Union. A loss there. Home last week against Canyon View. So trying to get that road win. The other road game left on the schedule for Emory will be San Juan. That is coming up in October. It's a Thursday night kickoff. So that's where we're sitting as far as the schedule is concerned. Following tonight, only 3 games left on the regular season slate. Let's take a look at scores from around the state. Right now, Carbon and North St. Pete in the second quarter. About 34 seconds left in that first half. North St. Pete leads Carbon 21-10. Carbon got to see this same Grand team. We go back to week 2, and it was a 68-6 win for the Dinos, and they are battling on homecoming right now with North St. Pete. The Hawks with the ball near midfield in a game that has been very entertaining. That is on our sister station, 95.3 The Peak, also on YouTube at Castle Country Radio Carbon. That game going on right now in the third quarter, or in the second quarter, nearing halftime. Let's take a look at some other scores from around the state. Beaver up right now, 35-0 over North Summit. That one at the break. Juab all over Canyon View, 25-3. That one at halftime as well. Morgan 42, Ben Lowman nothing. Millard is up on North Sevier 14-7. That one at the break as well. High-scoring affair between Cedar and Richfield. The Wildcats have been able to find the end zone. The problem is they've given up 35. It's Cedar 35, Richfield 21. That one at the break as well. Manti with a 28-14 lead over the San Juan Broncos. That one at the break. And also Milford with a 42-6 lead over Altamont. So some scores coming in from around the state. Week 7 of the high school football season. Right now, it's the halftime report brought to you by Dr. Daniel Cowley at Castle Valley Orthodontics. We're about 3 minutes away from getting the second half off and rolling. Emory 55, Grand nothing when we return.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
In the heart of Carbon and Emery counties, Quick Realty is here to help you make the right move. Experience the future of home buying with our Matterport 3D tours, giving you an immersive look at your potential home from anywhere. Meet our dedicated team of local professionals, just real people who care, walking you through every step of the way. As a Zillow Premier and Realtor.com specialist, Quick Realty is your trusted expert, handling everything from residential, commercial, and mountain properties to property management. Your dream home is just a call away. Let Quick Realty help you find it.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Picture this. A sudden burst pipe, flames engulfing your kitchen. Disaster strikes when you least expect it. But fear not, because Restore Wizard of Price is here to save the day. Their team of restoration experts is ready to tackle any fire or flood emergency from start to finish. They're not just here to fix the damage, they're here to restore your peace of mind. Don't let disaster catch you off guard. Call Restore Wizard of Price, 637-9165. Restore Wizard, the magic of a fresh start.
The Spartans play here.
Hudson Grange, number 10, receiver.
Garrett Conover, number 23.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Second half about to get underway here at Grand High School. Emory 55, Grand nothing. The Red Devils will get the ball first here in the second half. Jaden Atwood will tee it up from the 40-yard line. 2 back deep to return for the Red Devils. Davin Hickman along with Beto Carroll. 2 that are heavily featured in this Grand offense. Carroll has had a couple of net positive plays for the Red Devils. Atwood tees it up. Emery's going to be kicking right to left off of the radio dial. Again, want to welcome in the viewing audience on our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emory, as well as the KSL Sports app. Atwood's kick, end over end. Carroll will get the return at the 10-yard line, out to the 15, now to the 20. Wants to go right side. He's taken down by Leffler at the 25-yard line, and that's where Grand will set up shop as we get set for the second half. Or how much longer we'll see the starters for Emory here in the final two quarters. Again, the clock will move continuously here in the second half. If you're Emory, you always want to preserve the shutout, right? That's always the idea. Lining up off the left end for Emory. We're going to see Branson Mortensen, the junior. In the middle for the Spartans, Elias Haskell. So some changes to that defensive front as the second unit is out. Red Devil football. They've had some trouble on the exchange out of the shotgun or pistol set. Motion man coming, it's Carroll. Fake the end around, and now a little bit of trickery. Emery not fooled, but breaking not one but two would-be tackles. And Windsor gets out for a positive gain on first down for the Red Devils. Second down and 8 off of the gain of 2. Whenever Grant has been able to operate with positive yardage in first down, the drive has had a little bit more promise to it. Negative yardage on first down has spelled a quick 3 and out. And that has ultimately allowed Emory to work on a short field offensively. Nearly 2 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Second down and 8 for Grant. Shotgun here for Kimberly. One man on the backfield. Emory appearing to drop their linebackers back in coverage. No blitz. Low snap. Quick pass. This one off the mark. A little bit of a miscommunication trying to connect off of the outside with Carroll. Pass is incomplete. Sets up third down and 8. Emory trying to force a quick 3 and out to start this second half. It is amazing how fast the game flows, or goes, I should say, when there is no stoppage. In order to get the mercy rule off, you'd have to get it down to a 21-point lead. 5 wide empty backfield this go around. Kimberly out of the shotgun, 3-man front for Emory. They bring pressure around the outside. Throw down the seam. It's incomplete. And they say that the contact was in time. And now we're looking at fourth down. Cade Perkins, the junior, steps up and knocks the ball down out of the safety spot. Fourth down and 8 for the Red Devils, trying to explode the seam up the gut. Heads up play by Perkins as he followed it beautifully. And again, the timing, according to the officials, was on point. Fourth down and 8. We will play as if there's a potential punt. We'll see if the Red Devils roll the dice. 8:41 to play in the third quarter. Snap, there's the boot. Back to return for Emory, ball at the 30, now to the 35, up to the 40. This one could be dangerous. Down the sidelines and a trip up, saving a touchdown was Kimberly. Emory nearly taking it back for a score. And instead, they'll have a short field, ball placed. Looks at the 33-yard line is where they'll set it up. Spotted at the just inside the 34, shy of the 33-yard line. 8:23 and counting. And with the second unit, we'll have an opportunity to look at Grady Oveson, the sophomore for Emory. Oveson out of the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself. Oveson gets it out to the 30. Room to run. He may house this. Inside the 10-yard line. A shoestring saving tackle by Windsor of the secondary. Oveson with a beautiful carry. Takes it from the 33-yard line all the way down to the 5. And so a gain of 28 for Oveson on his first carry of the ball game. Trey Nielsen was on the punt return for Emery. He nearly took it to the house. We get a chance to see some future Emory football players at the varsity level. Everybody wants to get their name in, right, on a varsity night, Friday Night Lights. Oveson goes back out of the shotgun set. Empty backfield this go around. 3 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left. Oveson takes the high snap. He's going to keep it himself. Grady trying to get into the end zone. Did he break the plane? He did. Touchdown, Emory. So Grady Oveson with 2 carries, and the sophomore has found the end zone. 33 yards on 2 carries, and Emory takes a 61-0 lead. Jaden Atwood will come back out to attempt the PAT. Bo Stilson will hold. So again, a short field for Emory, and it's no problem at all as they march down in 2 plays. PAT is good. 62-0 Emory. Will pause for 30 seconds, and they'll kick back to the Red Devils when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
When your comfort is on the line, trust the experts who care. At Air Temp Heating and Cooling, we've been dedicated to keeping Castle Country cozy since 1999. Our certified technicians are ready with 24/7 emergency service and the latest knowledge in heating and cooling technology. As a proud Bryant authorized dealer, we'll do whatever it takes to ensure your home or business stays comfortable year-round. Call Air Temp Heating and Cooling today at 637-4468.
The Spartans play here.
Hudson Grange, number 10, receiver.
Garrett Conover, number 23.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
6:26 left in the third quarter. Emory 62, Grand nothing. Grady Oveson coming in off the bench, and as a backup quarterback, he is able to take the ball 2 carries, 33 yards into the end zone for a touchdown. Short kickoff. And jumping on the ball was Cash Wilson, so Grand will take over at their own 28-yard line. And they spot it at the 30 to be exact. Clock is moving midway through this third quarter. Emory 62, Grand nothing. Despite the score, a very young Grand Red Devil team. You get some run against someone else. Every game situation, you can't duplicate that in practice. And so positive reps. Kimberly, the quarterback, he's going to call for a man in motion. It's Lamont, one of the captains on the team. Low snap. Ball is loose on the ground. And able to jump on and recover was Hill. But more problems on the exchange from center to quarterback. And now the Red Devils are faced with a 2nd and 13 off of a loss of 3. Able to recover the loose ball. Again, whenever Grand has picked up positive yardage on first down, they've ended up with a net positive, I believe, on most drives, before either punting the football or turning it over. Problems on first down have resulted in quick 3-and-outs in difficult situations. There's the slap snap and a throw over the middle on a quick incomplete. It was intended for Carroll. Ball knocked down to the ground. It's third down and a long 13. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Grand yet to get the ball to Emery's side of the field. They did come close. Had a pass on the biggest play of the game for the offense across the middle. They got to the Emory 48-yard line. Kimberly, empty backfield this go-around. 3 wideouts, left side, 1 to the right. Emory with a 3-man down front. Snap, Emory brings pressure around the end. Kimberly in the pocket, hit as he throws, nearly intercepted. Instead, it's an incomplete pass, and that'll bring up 4th down and long. Well, we talked about Branson Mortensen. He nearly had an interception fall into his hands. Would have been a tough grab. It falls harmlessly to the turf, and now with the ball at the 27-yard line, the Red Devils will have to punt it away again. Nielsen will return for Emory. Trey Nielsen will stand back at his own 38-yard line. ball, the punt away. It does take a grand bounce to the 45. It gets beyond Nielsen. Not sure if he touched it or not. He goes back to dive on it just to be safe, and Emory will have some of their worst starting field position of the evening. That ball drifts all the way back to the Emory 25-yard line. They spotted at the 27, and that's where they will set up shop with the second unit offense. 3 minutes and 16 seconds left to play in the third quarter. 62-0, the Emory offense coming back out, moving right to left of the radio dial. Again, following tonight's game, Emory finally back at home next week. I say finally, we've only had a couple of home outings. It'll be the third of the year in a huge game against South Sevier. Road game against San Juan, and then we will close up the regular season at home against Delta. There's a handoff for Emory, working the ball around the right side. This will go for some big yardage. Flag is down back at the 30-yard line, may negate a big play. Still waiting to see what the official ruling is. Clock is moving. Whitehouse will come out and make the rule. Holding against Emory. There have been a couple of penalties, and again, that might be in a game that has been so lopsided what Coach Famalo will want to clean up. A few holding penalties. One took a touchdown off the board, and also a couple of pre-snap penalties for Emory. But that hold will back the Spartans back up to the 20-yard line. Ball placed off the far right hash mark. And with the ball at the 20, Emory's got to get to the 38-yard line. So we're looking at first down at 18. Under 2 to play in the third quarter. Oveson out of the shotgun, calls for a man in motion. High snap, quick pass. This one complete. Right side will go for a short pickup. If anything, back to the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at second down. And we'll give Emory a gain of 2. So second down and 16. 90 seconds to play in the third. $80 seconds left in the quarter. Emory will take their time. Second unit out on the field. Oveson out of the shotgun set. This snap goes over his head. Ball is down on the turf. Oveson is able to save it. Back at the 10-yard line, and now it's third and forever. A rare mistake in the form of ball security for Emory here in this game. They have to run one more play this quarter, and then we'll go to the fourth. Third down and forever. Ball is back at the 10. Emory needs to get to the 38-yard line. Oveson will go back into the shotgun set. Curious to see what Grant does on this third and long. Emory's going to hand the ball off, end around. Red Devils sit, play it back. Nielsen gets it past the 10-yard line, up to the 14, and that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. Emory will send the punting unit out for the first time this evening. We're 12 minutes away from putting this one in the books. We'll go to the fourth. Emory 62, Grand nothing when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
When your comfort is on the line, trust the experts who care. At AirTemp Heating and Cooling, we've been dedicated to keeping Castle Country cozy since 1999. Our certified technicians are ready with 24/7 emergency service and the latest knowledge in heating and cooling technology. As a proud Bryant authorized dealer, we'll do whatever it takes to ensure your home or business stays comfortable year-round. Call AirTemp Heating and Cooling today at 637-4468.
I was hoping to talk to someone about updating my insurance policy.
I am able to understand complete sentences.
That was a complete sentence?
I didn't understand that.
Can I just talk to a person?
No one talks to humans anymore.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
I hear you. Why don't we review your coverage with a super check?
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jill Jensen in Price today.
The Spartans play here.
This is Jaden Atwood, number 15. Miles Warrenson, number 52.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Fourth quarter, 62-0 Emory with lead over Grand. Jaden Atwood will come out for his first punt of the ball game, and he'll be standing up against his own goal line. High snap, climbs the ladder, punt is away cleanly. Used an angle, it takes an Emory bounce at the 40, still rolling, and Jaden's able to boot this to midfield. Grand will take over at the 50. An opportunity for Grand to get to Emory's side of the field for the first time in this game. Again, they've come close once, but by far the best starting field position for the Red Devils, as the final 12 minutes of this game will go rather quickly with the mercy rule in effect. Clock continues to move. Grand out of the snap now with Kimmerly as the quarterback. And again, one of the youngsters on this team. He's a freshman. You can see the arm strength, the arm talent, being able to throw the ball on the run. A lot of youth on this Grand team going up against varsity squads. Low snap. Kimmerly is going to throw. There's the arm talent on display. Overshoots his intended receiver, Van Lamont, who got behind the defense. Nielsen was back in coverage, along with Grady Ovison out of the secondary. Pass is incomplete. But if you are a Grand fan and you are looking for positives moving forward, I think you have it in this young man who has been able to showcase just what he has arm talent-wise. Not an easy throw to make under pressure. He's been able to throw off the run. Lamont, one of the senior captains on this team, just out of his reach. Second down and 10, again, ball at the 50-yard line. Kimmerly back out of the shotgun. Low snap. Miscommunication on the play. Tries to take it to the outside. There is nothing there. And the Grand offense has had a difficult outing. Kimmerly was taken down back at the 42-yard line. Miscommunication on the play. They spotted at the 44, so it is third down and long. Kimmerly again, pistol set, one man on the backfield. Two wide outs to the right, one to the left. Low snap again. Quick pass, throws, caught. Carroll gets it beyond the 50, bounces off one would-be tackler, and Grant has the ball at the Emory 42-yard line. That is a hard-nosed run. Yards after contact by Beto Carroll. And while I did not pick up the first down, Grant will have a manageable attempt to keep this drive alive. Spot that ball just inside, or just outside, I should say, the 42-yard line. Red Devils got to get the ball close to the 40. Couple of chain links shy of the 40. Fourth down. Low snap, handoff. Emery not fooled. Turnover on downs. Spartans were quick to the ball. The handoff coming out of the backfield went to Everett Hill. There was nothing there. He got back to the line of scrimmage and not much more. Turnover on downs with 9 minutes and 3 seconds to play in the game. The Emory offense will come back out on the field, and they will take over in beautiful field position on their own 43-yard line. Coach John Famalo has been very content on just running the clock. Again, Emory took a knee at the end of the first half inside the red zone. Ovison will come back out, getting some run at the varsity level. First down and 10 for Emory, ball at the 43-yard line on their own side of the field. 8 minutes and 34 ticks left in the ball game. Grand had a little bit of confusion, only 10 men out on the field, and running out there late is Hickman. Ovison takes the handoff, the RPO. He's going to keep it himself. He's got the first down and a bit more. He takes it all the way now to Grant, out of the field inside the 40-yard line. Turns out to be a 18-yard pickup for Ovison. He's got 51 yards rushing on 3 carries. Ball is at the 37-yard line, and we have a timeout taken by Grant. That's going to stop the clock with 7:48 to play in the game. We're going to take the timeout as well. All Emory in this one. The final 7:48 is going to be a formality as Emory gets set to move to 2-4 on the season. They lead 62-0 when we come back for the conclusion here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Discover the strength and beauty of Flawless Sheeting's metal siding and roofing solutions. Designed to endure and crafted to conserve energy, the products offered by Flawless Sheeting ensure your home not only looks good, but feels good too. Plus, they come with a 40-year warranty. Enjoy superior durability and enhanced comfort year-round with new roofing from Flawless Sheeting. Ready to upgrade? Call Flawless Sheeting at 636-7300 and elevate the way you live.
The Spartans play here.
This is AJ Thomas, number 14.
Jacob Morris, number 5.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Out of the timeout. 1st and 10 for Emory inside the Grand 40 at the 37-yard line. High snap. Ovison is able to bring it down, completes a pass out to the left side, and this is going to go for big yardage all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Emory. A 37-yard touchdown pass. And the Spartans continue to pile it on. They lead 68-0. So Ovison comes in and manages to score 1 touchdown on the ground, and he's got another one through the air. Atwood will come out to attempt the PAT. Make this 69-0 if he can convert a low snap. Stilson gets it down, and Jaden puts it through no problem at all. So Emory strikes again. They had a short field taken over at the 43, and it's 69-0 Emory when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
The time is now to join the JN Auto Experience. Browse quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs at our price or Huntington lots. JN Auto can even help you get financing. Get fast, expert mechanic service to keep your vehicle running smoothly. Treat your car to a spotless wash or make it shine with professional detailing. Even rent a car. All in one convenient stop. JN Auto. Driven forward.
Emory High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. The Spartans.
Back to the action on the field. A little bit late. Grand will take the kick return around the end, shy of the 30-yard line. Emory striking on a 37-yard touchdown a moment ago as it was Ovison. And he was able to connect with Boston Chrisman for 37 yards, giving Emory a 69-0 lead here in the fourth quarter. As we get down to the final 6 minutes, again, always great to see some run from the underclassmen. Get to see the future Spartans. Next 3 games, difficulty will certainly increase. Next week at home against South Sevier, on the road against San Juan, and then closing out the regular season at home against Delta. 3 really crucial games. Top 6 in the RPI will get a first round bye. 7 would play 10, 8, 9 in the opening round. Kimmerly throws as he was under pressure. He did get the pass away. He had 3 Spartans on him. Pass is incomplete at 2nd down and 10. Clock will continue to move. Certainly the highest scoring output of the season for Emory, and it's not particularly close. Although they were impressive offensively in the game against Judge Memorial as well. As difficult as the schedule has been for Emory, have had two impressive outings in that realm. And in fact, tonight's game could have been a lot worse offensively. Emory did drop 41 on Judge, but a 69 spot here. Second down and 10. Kimberly, the quarterback. Snap at the knees. He's got time this go around. Throws down the middle of the field. Incomplete. But again, when Kimberly has time, you've seen what he has been able to do. And that time launching across the middle of the field, incomplete to Beto Carroll. It's third down and 10. 4 minutes and 24 seconds left to play in this one. Kimberly back in the shotgun set. Emery with a three-man front. Snap at the knees. Able to climb the pocket. Throws to the outside. This one is caught by Lamont. He's able to get it out. Close to midfield. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line. So Lamont running an out. Able to haul this one in, and he's close to midfield. 3 minutes and 43 seconds left. Grant trying to get the goose egg off the scoreboard. The Emory second unit trying to preserve the shutout. Kimberly's back in the shotgun set. 3 men down for Emory on the line. Low snap. Looking. Fakes left, goes right across the middle of the field. Another completed pass, and the Red Devils are in business inside the 35-yard line. A connection that go around with Hector Hernandez. And again, time for Kimberly. He's able to deliver a strike. He'll go back into the shotgun set. First down and 10 with the ball right now at the 33-yard line. Low snap, Kimberly, fake, hit, ball is loose, it's on the turf, and a heads-up play by Cash Wilson. He was able to recover that ball before it resulted in another turnover, and that was a pop by Boston Chrisman, coming along around the outside untouched to deliver the hit. And we have an injury timeout with 2:33 left to play in this game. So an injury timeout. Chrisman has definitely made the most of his varsity reps in this ball game. 2.5 minutes to go. Kimberly will come off the field. I think the one thing you really have to give a lot of credit to the Red Devils, with the score being what it is, we've seen the offense put together a couple of really impressive plays. This kid's still playing aggressive, taking shots. Hernandez had a positive gain. Carroll had a positive gain. Lamont had one. And Kimberly still climbing the pocket. Not afraid to take a hit. Second down and long. Low snap. Fumble on the ground. And once again, a net negative play. $4 grand off a potential fumble as Jax Windsor, the quarterback, now is able to dive with the ball at his third and a long ways to go with the ball back at the Emory 48-yard line. Grant needs to get all the way to the 24. We're down to 2 minutes even left to play in the ball game. Emory trying to keep Grant out of the end zone. The Red Devils trying to create a little bit of momentum that perhaps they can use over the course of the rest of the season. Third down and long. Windsor, the quarterback. Low snap. Throw over the top. Finds Lamont. Caught at the 40. Gang tackle for Emory. Lamont gets it up to the 39-yard line. It's 4th down and long for the Red Devils. We get down to the final 90 seconds of this one. Fourth down for Grand with 1:15 left here in the ball game. Windsor out of the shotgun. He's got 2 wideouts to the right side. Low snap yet again. He's going to run. He's got to get to the sticks. Nowhere even close. He fails to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that will be a turnover on downs. So with the final minute, Emery will take over. And this one will be in the books in just a moment. Well, the Red Devils managed to move the ball for positive yardage at times against this second unit for Emery. Unfortunately for Grand, nothing that they could sustain and put points up on the board. And now Emery 2 kneels away from getting out of here with a win and shifting focus to next week in a monumental game against South Sevier. Ovison is up underneath center. Clock is moving. He's only going to have to snap this ball 1 time to get us out of here. Postgame wrap-up show brought to you by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union is on the way. You can turn your Visa debit card into an Emory High School or Grand High School debit card. How do you do that? Well, you go into any of the branches for Eastern Utah Community Credit Union. Ask them to turn that Visa debit card into an Emory High School or a Grand High School debit card. And you can also get the Carbon Dinos as well, and you can showcase your Emory High School pride. This one is all in the books as Ovison takes the final knee. Emory will shut out the Red Devils, and they'll return home with a big win as they top Grand final score tonight, 69-0. Emory with the win over the Grand Red Devils. Coming up, post-game wrap-up show. We'll go over the scoring plays. Perhaps we'll catch up with Coach John Famalo, and we'll look ahead to what lies in front of Emory. 3 weeks left in the regular season. The Spartans are now sitting 2-4 following a dominating performance in Moab. More coming up when we return on the post-game wrap-up show brought to you by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union. Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emory, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
Plumbing issues don't happen every day, but when they do, it's good to know that there's a plumber you can trust right here in the Castle Country. The Swell Plumber has over 30 years of experience and has proven that he's reliable. Here's what some customers have said about the Swell Plumber.
Kurt was amazing. He came out to the house the same day and got quotes to us very quickly.
Kurt kept in touch with us with updates as things progressed. I was definitely pleased.
For residential and commercial plumbing, go to theswellplumber.com and book your appointment today.
At Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, they believe every home deserves to look its best. Since 2003, Clean Cut Roofing and Siding has been transforming homes and businesses with precision and care, ensuring your peace of mind with every shingle and siding panel installed. Whether you're updating an old look, repairing storm damage, or bringing life back to your storefront, trust them to handle every detail. Visit cleancutroofingsiding.com to schedule your free consultation. Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, where quality meets craftsmanship.
You see your friends with their new travel trailers, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides. They're living the dream, right? Well, it doesn't just have to be a dream. You can start living that same dream life today by starting your new career with GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance. GMS is hiring mechanics, electricians, fabricators, experienced and inexperienced miners. They offer high starting wages, benefits, a 401k, and vacation pay. Local jobs are available. Apply today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. The dream can be yours with GMS Mine Repair.
You're looking for somewhere you could be proud to work. Komatsu is looking for you. Komatsu is a leading manufacturer of construction, mining, forestry, and industrial heavy equipment. Komatsu currently has openings for seasoned welders, journeyman electricians, and MSHA certified electricians, as well as master machinists. At Komatsu, not only will your skills be rewarded with competitive wages, but you'll also enjoy benefits like a robust 401k plan. Grow with Komatsu. Go to komatsu.com or call Tanner at 636-6150.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emory, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
Emory High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Welcome back into the post-game wrap-up show. Final score tonight, Emory grabs a 69-0 win over the Grand Red Devils, improving to 2-4 overall and earning a win in the 2A South Region opener, setting the stage for the final 3 games of the regular season. Emory will be back home next week against South Sevier, and then they close out with a juggernaut in the San Juan Broncos, and then also the Delta Rabbits. That's what lies ahead for Emory. But tonight, a dominating performance. Emory took a 55-0 lead into the break. They added 14 more points over the final 2 quarters in what turned out to be a landslide win against a familiar opponent in the Grand Red Devils. Dominating performance by the defense. Emory really kept Grand in check. They only got across the 50-yard line one time, if I'm not mistaken, one time throughout this game. No, twice, excuse me. They got through twice. Had an opportunity to potentially get into the red zone, but a drive did stall out inside the 35-yard line, and that's as close as the Red Devils could get. They struggled with the center-to-quarterback exchange really throughout the evening tonight. And as we take a look at some of the final statistics in this game, we also had an opportunity tonight to get our first look at Grady Ovison at the varsity level. It's the first time that we have seen Grady at this level throughout this season, and he did not disappoint. He had 3 carries for 51 yards and a touchdown, and he even got to showcase the arm ability as well as he connected on a 37-yard touchdown pass to Boston Chrisman that capped off the 2 touchdown scores for Emory in this second half. Other scoring drives. Let's take a look at the plays and how Emory got to 69 points. It started early on in the ball game, 8:51 to go in the opening quarter, and Bo Stilson scored on a 21-yard touchdown run. That's how Emory opened up the game. It was not a good start for the Grand Red Devils. They had a quick 3-and-out, a couple of very unfortunate snaps that led to a 3rd and forever, and then Emory got the ball back and quickly went down and scored. 5:29 to play in the first quarter. Bo Stilson again, this time from 31 yards out, made up 14-0 Emory. First quarter, Garrett Conover. He had himself another game, stepping up, dropping into coverage out of the outside linebacker spot. He had a pick 6 of about 52 yards, taking it back to the house for Emory. And then the Spartans were off and rolling from that point on. Cray Leroy with a 21-yard touchdown from Bo Stilson made it 28-0 at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, it was all Emory again. Spencer McCandless scored not once but twice. 2 fumble recoveries. He finds the end zone, 42-0 Emory. Cray Leroy had another touchdown catch, this one from 18 yards out, made it 48-0. Emory would score again. Stilson finds Conover on a 27-yard touchdown pass. It's 55-0 as we go to the break. And then in the second half, it was Ovison on a 5-yard touchdown run and then the 37-yard touchdown pass to Boston Chrisman. That's the scoring for Emory. We'll pause one more time. When we return, we'll hear from Coach John Famalo. He'll join us.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Plumbing issues don't happen every day, but when they do, it's good to know that there's a plumber you can trust right here in the Castle Country. The Swell Plumber has over 30 years of experience and has proven that he's reliable. Here's what some customers have said about the Swell Plumber.
Kurt was amazing. He came out to the house the same day and got quotes to us very quickly.
Kurt kept in touch with us with updates as things progressed. I was definitely pleased.
For residential and commercial plumbing, go to theswellplumber.com and book your appointment today.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a four-legged word. Our home flooded when the refrigerator line broke. We felt helpless, didn't know what to do. Our neighbors told us to call On Call Restore. They really came through for us.
Serving all of southeastern Utah, they're fast and professional. 24/7 emergency services for water, fire, and mold. They even do emergency board-ups. And as a licensed insured general contractor, they do the remodeling as well. Call for a free quote, 650-1092.
Bringing you peace of mind during the worst of times. Call On Call, 650-1092.
We'll be on our way.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emory, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
The Spartans play here.
This is Jaden Atwood, number 15. Miles Warrenson, number 52.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Postgame wrap-up show here on 107.3 FM, 750 AM. Also on our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery, and on the KSL Sports app, where tonight Emery takes care of business on the road in Moab, defeating the Grand Red Devils 69-0. Joining us to talk about tonight's game, we have head coach John Famalo. And, Coach, I appreciate you coming up. Thank you.
Hey, not a problem. Appreciate you having me, Jordan.
Definitely, Coach. Let's talk about the win. It was dominant from the very beginning. The offense had no problem moving the football, and then you get 3 defensive touchdowns in the first half. And I know you and I typically talk about takeaways. If you have success in takeaways, you're going to have success specifically on the road. And I don't know if you could ask much more. I think you had 4 takeaways tonight. 3 of them went back for scores.
Yeah, I mean, you can't ask for more. And so it was nice to be able to see our defense, get some not only takeaways but scores, and so that was huge for us to get us going. That first half, I thought both sides of the ball, offensively, defensively, we executed well, and the score ended up what it was. But I think our kids played hard, and that's kind of how I wanted us to respond in a game like this. And I thought our kids played well.
We've talked about Bo's ability to throw the football. We know he can run the ball, right? But tonight, he put a couple of passes right on the money. I mean, a 21-yard, 18-yard, 27-yard strike. There was a lot of touch. I mean, they were pretty looking passes.
No, that's the thing. He came in 1 week prep last week, and so he's had another week. And so I think throwing the ball, he's getting better at that. And so it was nice to be able to see him put a little bit of touch on the ball and some kids make some catches. And so it was nice to be able to see that out of him. If we have to continue that way, to know that maybe he can open it up a little more if he can throw the ball. But I was really happy with the way we ran the ball, especially that first drive. Just marching it down, running it, and pounding it in. So I was happy about both aspects of the game.
You and I have talked in the middle of the week about Garrett Conover, who just seems to get better and better each week. And he had a big play in the secondary, drops back into coverage, has a pick six. We saw him again go on the outside, beats his man deep. He is finding ways to affect the game in so many different areas. It's been fun to watch over the last 3 weeks. Looks like a completely different player than we could say 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a solid junior and didn't get a ton of reps last year at a varsity level. And so I think he's learning the speed of the game and what it takes to be successful at that. And so, he's kind of turned it on these last few weeks. And so, hopefully he continues the current trend, as we finish out the season.
I always love to see when a new quarterback comes in, who's going to be his favorite target. And I know Cray got some work over the top of the defense. We can talk about Cray in a moment, but it appears the Bo's really comfortable with Garrett. They got pretty good chemistry.
Yeah, they do. It's one of those. I know he thinks he's comfortable with him. He trusts him, and he puts it up there, and Garrett catches it, and he makes the most of what he gets. And so, happy about that those guys can build that relationship, and it's nice as a quarterback to have that security blanket to know that, hey, when I need some yards or I need to get it to somebody, he's kind of been that guy right now.
Cray hauls in 2 touchdown passes tonight, and I think we've talked about the ability to take the top off of the defense. We've had kids that have been able to do that over the last couple of years. Is Cray that guy on this team? Can he be the one that gives us that downfield threat?
I think he can. I think what Cray does is he runs really good routes.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good route runner, and so he's one of those things. He's probably not the fastest kid, but he's a kid that runs crisp routes and can get himself open. And so, I'm hoping he can, because that's one thing we've been missing is that stretch over the top. And so, I think a kid, he's again just a junior, just learning varsity football. I think he's getting better every week as well.
We talk about the defensive touchdown. So Garrett has one. It was like a 52, 53-yard interception return. But I don't think anyone could have predicted that Spencer McCandless would have not one but 2 defensive touchdowns. And they came a minute 46 apart in game time, Coach.
Yeah, it's crazy. Spencer is the scoop and score guy. Kind of figured it out and was in the right place at the right time. And, fortunately, he was able to scoop those. And, again, stuff we've practiced a ton in practice on turnover drills of the scoop and score, and to see him execute that, I was happy for him to be able to see him score. I asked him last time he scored a touchdown. He says, well, probably Little League. So it's been a second since he's been in the end zone, but it's nice to be able to see him enjoy that.
What's it like on the sideline? He gets his first. He's got to be elated, right?
Yeah.
When he gets his second, what's that like on the sideline? Not only from him, but from the guys around him and the coaching staff as well.
Yeah, it's just the energy on the sideline was nice to be able to see us have, and I think that was a big thing we haven't had in these last few games. When you're getting beat up, seems like it's hard to get some energy and some enthusiasm. To see some kids have some success and see that was huge. And so, I think it's infectious. It's one of those things that can really turn a game around as well as hopefully a season.
Yeah. Coach, if we look at the second unit, we did get to see Ovison come in. And Grady is one of those kids that we haven't had to see at the varsity level yet, but with the injuries we've had at quarterback, I thought it was kind of nice to see him get some varsity reps. What was your assessment of him out there?
I thought he did a good job. He's one of those kids I didn't think ran the ball, but coach called some running plays. He ran the ball well and took care of the ball. And, I think he's one of those sneaky, fast kids that can kind of do some things. And so I was happy to see him. He threw a touchdown and ran for a touchdown. And so, I think he's going to get better. He's just a sophomore. And so hopefully next year he'll get some more reps at that JV and get more confidence. And, he's a kid that could be really good.
Now we prep for what is going to be a huge portion of the schedule, Coach. South Sevier, San Juan, Delta. We talked about the RPI being number 6. This is where you make your hay now over these next 3 weeks. This is the most crucial part of the schedule, hands down.
Yeah, for sure. Going into the season, that's kind of what we were looking at. We knew we'd have a tough preseason, so we were trying to get as many wins as we could, and didn't end up like we wanted to, but at the end of the day, we're still in a pretty good position. And like I say, this is the time to be able to try to make a move, and next week's where it starts, especially with the tough South Sevier team. And so they're on our home field. It's a homecoming game, and so I'm hoping our kids respond and we carry over the same energy we had tonight, defensively and offensively, to see what we can do.
Coaches love homecoming week?
I hate them.
Yeah. Well, you get it as a teacher and as a coach.
Yeah, no, it's fun for the kids. I mean, it's those memorable things that they'll have the rest of their lives. So it's a fun atmosphere. But again, I wish we could just play the game and some of that other stuff. It's good for the kids and get good that way. But I just want to play the game and get concentrated on the game. That's what I want our kids to be, and I think they will.
Yeah.
But I want to focus on that more than some of the other activities, which hopefully the kids will support. But it's I'm about wanting to prep for that game.
Coach, I appreciate you coming up. Congratulations on the win. Can't wait to talk next week as we prepare for South Severe.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you, Jordan.
That's going to do it for us here tonight. Final score again, Emory gets the win, 69-0 over the Grand Red Devils. For Coach John Famalo, I'm Jordan Buscarini. As always, go Spartans.